Everybody, welcome to another episode of Friday Night Bricks. This is episode 189, I believe. And so we're approaching the holiday season. I'm going to build another Winter Village set. Jesse's got a big tub of brick there to sort.
Big tub of brick. It's been sitting on too long. It has not, I don't even think it's been rough sorted, so I kind of picked through it. And you think this is flexing a big tub? Yeah. It is a lot of Lego, right?
Well, short by how much it is, just dump it over your head real quick. You know, just spill brick everywhere.
The ice bucket challenge with Lego.
Yeah. It's the Lego bucket challenge. You know, how many bricks can you conceivably put on the floor all at once by dumping it over your head?
Pull out the bricks and the plates and fill up. I have a partially sorted bins of bricks and plates, and I might switch to that if this is too rough.
Okay. And TJ looks like he's got a pretty much almost empty table here. So
yeah, I'm gonna be dismantling a lot of sets today for space. Starting with this one, the original Boulder Blaster. I have the legacy one, so this one's gonna get dismantled. I also have been busy this week. You can kind of see over here the Home Alone house. Yeah, I've been building that with my mom all week.
That's a little beyond my expenditures right now. So.
And it turned out pretty well, and it's taken over an Ninjago shelf.
Yeah,
which is part of the reason why I need space.
Can't give up Ninjago space for a house, man.
Well, I'm making other space, but I also did another thing this week. I obtained this.
You did, so I don't have to sell my sealed one. That's good.
Was it
the ice tank? Yeah, and then I don't know if you can hear that or not, but there's ice pieces in the back here that move around as you spin the little cheater wheel underneath.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool set, pun intended. And I have all the Ninjago movie mechs now, but the fire mech is incomplete. I still have to get some more parts for it.
Well, I kind of kept the ice tank thinking, you know, the ice bears eventually might need some kind of a motorized transportation / tank. So I kind of was keeping it just in case they needed it.
Well, if my Nindroid army ever attacks, you might need some futuristic tech to battle them back.
Or escape.
Yeah. Because I also got 2 more Nindroids to add to the army today.
Oh, look at that, a reindeer. Oh, geez. Once I come out of quarantine, I can go find out if I can actually see if I actually have my other ones in here yet. But then I ordered a Bricklink order from Germany too, so that hopefully that'll get here a few weeks or so. Update some of my wizards and such. Anticipating that it might be quiet tonight, I might have to. I need to. That's right. I need to take the logo off because I got it on StreamYard. Yeah. Okay. This.
Take out all the rounds and ladders and Technic and wheels.
You have Technic in there? No.
Tile. Make little separate piles here. And then all the modified pieces go last. You just kind of throw them in a box. And I think I already have a box that's full of modified pieces. Windows.
Building some elves.
Should put that on a different. Yeah, that Elf Clubhouse is a pretty fun set.
Yeah, I must have to figure out how to get a Santa's visit at some point to build. I was kind of surprised Target didn't have it. They got all the other sets. So
yeah, I saw Nintendo. They had
Yeah.
the NES at Target, and I was like, "Whoa!"
I saw the I think it was the gingerbread house. No, it was one of the holiday sets, the Winter Village sets, but it was way overpriced at Target.
yeah, they do. Well, I mean, if you think about it, everybody else marks them up. You know, you wouldn't think, come on, you can't yell at Target for marking them up.
So I got
ready
these
for
two
it.
this week to add to the Nindroid army.
Yeah, they do have a lot of. They did have a lot of the. Wasn't the gingerbread the Elf Clubhouse at the one store? Somebody posted pictures of it, like just tons of them, just like all the shelves full of them. It must be one of the stores downtown or something, or down near Hilldale or something. One of our stores. Somebody posted it, and I was like, "Wow, that's a lot of that set." So
I also got this Serpentine, which is great because I only had one of them. Lizaru, he's the Venomari warrior. He's only in one set. He was in one of the spinner booster packs. And then I also got this guy, the trickster.
there you go. Wasn't he in like a video? Wasn't he like part of a?
I think he
video?
was in a DVD. Yeah.
Yep.
I might have him somewhere. Maybe.
Yeah. I saw him there and
DVD.
couldn't pass on him.
Couldn't pass. Couldn't just stand up and walk away, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, I think I have a couple bins like that, Jesse, still out in my storage at some point.
Yeah, it's tough to get to, right? It's just. I'll do this tonight for 3 hours, and we'll see if it even comes down on the camera.
Well, mine's in like. Go for it. Sorry.
Give it a shot. I don't know. I mean, I
Mine's-
have a method, when you don't have a method and you don't know even where to start, that's the trouble. I mean, usually you're trying to sort too much all at once. You can't just sort every single piece in color all together at once. You have to rough sort it. Get the bin down. Pull out the wheels, get them out of the way, stuff like that. Some of this stuff is not even taken apart. It should be mostly disassembled.
I have an under the bed container out on my build table in my storage that needs to. I'm going through slowly, and it's got a lot of weird stuff like that too. So it's just like,
It's part of a Lowell sphere. Take that apart.
I now own 18 standard Nindroids. This is all the Nindroids. There's a few variations and figures. You got the Golden Master, who's the Overlord, the leader. I have my two different versions of Cryptor. And then I have Mindroid and the 4 Nindroid thrones.
Look at his army here. That's worth a. Hold on.
Yeah.
Solo.
This is just from the 2014 waves. This is just the original. This isn't counting Day of the Departed or Legacy. It's just the original stuff. So, Overlord, 2 versions of General Cryptor. This one is the minifig version, and this version is accurate to the show. Because he had it in the show, he had the same torso and head as the standard Nindroid warrior, but with the armor piece and the arms swapped. And then all the rest of that row, all the second row, and then up to here, this guy, are my standard Nindroid warriors. And then next to them is Mindroid, the short one. And then there's Nindroid drones, which are this guy.
Nice.
And I have 3 of them without a mask and 1 of them with a mask because that's how they came in the sets.
There you
Looks
go.
like an army.
But I look for the standard Nindroid warrior mostly, and I have 18 now, but it's not enough. Must have more.
Must have more if you're going to take on the Ice Bears.
We'll take
Oh,
on
that,
every-
or maybe even form an alliance. You know, they're only going to form an alliance with a worthy adversary. That's, you know.
I mean, I could ally them with the Stone Army as well because those are also under the Overlord's control. But yeah, but I don't know if I would. That feels like it would be cheating. Plus, those guys are indestructible. And then I have I know I have 3 of the Day of the Departed Nindroids plus General Cryptor for Day of the Departed because that's how many there were in the show. So I've never felt the need to get any more of that guy. And then I don't remember how many legacy ones I have. I'd have to count. I got a couple of those Nindroid battle packs that came out in 2020. The one with the Golden Zane.
I don't know if I end up seeing any of those. They're probably in the stores, right? Probably.
I think they're pretty much sold out now, but they were in the stores last year mainly.
Yeah.
I might have seen them. I don't remember if I ended up picking any up.
All the 10th anniversary stuff.
Yeah, that was part of the 10th anniversary, I guess. No, actually it wasn't. It was just something they did. I think it was 2020 is when they released that. Yeah. I don't know. Could have been 2020, could have been 2021.
I don't get to the store enough to really.
But it had the Golden Zane print, which is what Ninjago fans were really excited about because Golden Zane appeared briefly in season 3 and was a fate, and the Gold Ninja were figures that fans had wanted for a long time. Those versions of it. It's just golden versions of the season 3 suits.
2X. That's
So there's nothing super special about them, except the fact that they're gold, which is what makes them special. And I know there's people out there who have made custom prints for Jay and Cole, since Lego has not seen fit to give us Jay and Cole yet in golden form. Kai appeared in golden form in one of the accessory packs. I believe it was the first one in 2017. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna look at my legacy Nindroids now. So I made a custom legacy Cryptor where I did what was similar to the original Cryptor. I swapped out the arms and then I gave him his armor piece. But other than that, I just left him as the standard Nindroid.
Standard. Didn't give him a free upgrade, huh?
Well, you got the armor. The armor has a chest blaster, which the other Nindroids don't have. They just have eye blasters. But the torso print I kept as standard. Also because there's only one legacy Nindroid torso print. So it looks like I have one custom legacy Cryptor. I have 10 of the legacy Nindroids and one legacy Mindroid, which is the same except with short legs. And all of them have masks, which is great. Because I personally don't like the look of the Nindroid without the mask. I prefer them with. Because they look better.
Gotta have a mask.
Yeah, the legacy Nindroids are kind of mixed in that some of them just don't have masks. But I've managed to populate a few of mine with masks over time, just from Bricklink orders and such. We have this guy, Nesmo. Legacy Mesmo. He's no longer exclusive, but he may as well be exclusive because the second set he appears in is the Ninjago employee gift set for this year.
Oh, yeah. Saw that. It's
And then there's
funny.
another.
It's funny. The sets go down in quality, but the employee sets go up. What's going on here? I don't understand that.
And then I don't have dark blue short legs, but there's another one that has dark blue short legs and a scarf. Looks basically like this, except shorter. There
you go.
Employee gift.
Yeah. It actually looked pretty cool. I was like, wow, it's a pretty good sized set compared to the ones. Actually, maybe next week for the stream, since it'll be Christmas Eve, maybe I'll have to pull out all my old Lego employee gift sets and kind of say this is what some of them have been. Some of them have been decent, but not quite as
I would love to be able to obtain one of those employee gifts.
The Ninjago one, I'm sure.
Yeah, that one.
That'd be
great, but it's a bit
might be pricey, but you never know.
Yeah, it's a bit out of the price range, but if I ever spot one.
You never know. I mean, if you find the right employee that maybe isn't a super big Ninjago fan, that isn't needing to make a crap ton of money. So,
hello, Brett.
All the Lego.
And then I got this warrior, this angler from the ice tank. This was this one's a pricey fig because of the angler piece on that.
That was part of the movie. Was that part of the CMF line at all from the movie?
There was an angler in the CMF line, but it was a different color. It was like a green, whereas this one's a blue. And this piece was exclusive, and it makes this figure rather expensive. I've got to sort these guys as well, which is every figure. Oh my goodness, this is so full. The Shark Army section is very full, and then I have Ninjago Movie Zane, who's going to go in the extra figures. Because I've got some extra. I've already got him in the collection. Yesterday I redid most of my shelves. So things look a bit different. You might also notice that the display back there on the desk is pretty hard to see, but it's a bit different. I put some of my favorite sets up there. Most of them are recent, but I put Battle for Ninjago City up there, which is probably my all-time favorite temple build at the very least. And I put the Legacy Stormfighter up there as well, because that one was pretty cool. And the Legacy Titan Mech, also a really good set. And then I put the Stone Warrior up there just because he's a bit unstable. He's on the occasions that I have moved these shelves, he's fallen over several times. Because his feet don't have any grip. So I put him back there next to the temple. You can't really see him, but he's back there. That's a low risk spot.
Jesse, you're counting too. You're telling us you're going to be able to tell us how many pieces you're pulling out of the bin too.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see if it makes a dent. You never know.
We'll see. It's pretty much topped off. I mean, it's not to the brim because it'll
So-
fall out.
So where is that? Just from sets, or is that from
Couldn't even tell you.
purchases? Couldn't even tell you. Just appeared out of nowhere. Huh?
I've acquired some, like, collections from not garage sales, but like I bought friends' kids' Legos and stuff, and it takes a while to disassemble. So I'm thinking it's maybe like garage sale lot stuff that got disassembled and then thrown in a bin.
Well, that, or if you've been buying long enough.
Because there's no minifigs in here. It's just all pieces. I found one head for a skeleton. It looks like, that's usually what I do when I get a garage sale find or whatever. Pull out all the minifigs, see what kind of minifigs to tell you what kind of sets might be in there.
That'll be fun to be able to try and take that part apart. Yeah, you'll need a knife for that. I think. Well, no, actually, I guess you can poke through it, I guess. Maybe. There isn't a part on a... Yeah, brick separator is going to need a new post. Yeah, you'd need a... I don't know what you'd poke through there. Something. This? Maybe something like this go through there? Oh, and I guess that. Save a lightsaber blade somewhere. You ever want to take your star apart? There, we got a tree. We got a Christmas tree.
Ooh.
I kind of like the way they use those, the plate, the 1x2 plate with slope, or 1x2, 1x2 plate with cheese wedge on the end of it.
Yeah.
I never thought of that, I guess. Hides all the ornaments of sorts, I guess.
It's a good way to get some texture on there.
I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of stuff I think I'm digging through right now out in my storage is a lot of it's like old grab bag type stuff because it's just got so many weird elements, but lots of duplicates too. Almost like it's either from like we damaged out a bunch of sets that had issues, and so they have a lot of the same parts, or it was some parts thrown in from the pick-a-brick, like extra stuff, or if we're getting rid of something out of a bubble, or back in the old day, one of the bins off the trees, pick-a-brick trees. Like I'm building a ship. I think it's going to be quite an Imperial flagship ship, but a ship.
This bin here is my bin of small building builds. I guess you could call it small structures like this, for example. And
Micro builds.
well, not really. They're minifig scale, but just small things. Like I have a sign with a little area behind it that's supposed to hold dynamite. I have the little stand from Ninjago City Chase in here. A couple of the little training things. Probably the biggest build I have in here is the little temple area in the Moro Dragon for the Realm Crystal. But I'm not going to show that because it's buried. Like this, which was from the Ninjago minifig pack with clutch powers. This is just a place for me to put small builds that I don't display.
So Taz is popping in to say hey before he wanders through.
What's up, Tasman?
On to more exciting things, I'm sure.
More exciting than sorting brick, I'm sure.
More exciting than flexing Ninjago. Yeah, but I've got bins for small vehicles as well for both the Ninja and the villains. So I have like this Zane's little ice spider from the Garmatron. This bike.
So what kind of ice stuff do they have in Ninjago?
Oh well, most recently, an ice theme set was the Titan Mech, which is Legacy, but it counts. In the Water Dragon, Zane had a little pod. I don't have that set yet, so.
They had that cool fortress at one point too, didn't they?
Yeah, that was in 2019. Yeah, but Zane has a pod like this. I don't have it yet, but
wanted the fortress, but never picked it up. So
yeah, I never picked it up either. The only reason I really wanted it was for Akita, but I ended up picking her up separately. There was in the Jungle Dragon, there was this little thing, this little kind of water thing. I don't know what this is called. I guess like a skiff of some sort, maybe. And Zane just was on that. That was actually in the show. Very happy about that. This was not. This was in a season 6 set. It's just like this little flyer. Oftentimes they do that with small vehicles. Just throw them in as like a build for the good guys. I'm trying to
Zane,
think.
water and ice?
He's ice. Nia's water.
Oh, okay. So
But technically Nia can control ice. It's just a bit more difficult. So in theory, the same should apply to Zane for water, but he's never tried it.
Yeah.
Let's see. He didn't really have any vehicles in 2020. Well, he did have the Mino creature that was marketed as his animal, but it wasn't really. Not in the show, at least. 2019, obviously, he was... Well, not obviously. This is a spoiler for Ninjago, but it came out like 2 years ago. He was the Ice Emperor, Zane. So he had that dragon. And then he also had the Shurikopter in that wave, which is... In order to get that, I would have to stand on the table. And I don't feel like doing that.
you don't feel like standing on a table?
Not really. And then he also had this that year, the Legacy snowmobile, which was created out of his golden weapon. And then he had the bike in 2018, and that was it. But that must be stored elsewhere because it's not in this. It's not in this storage bin, so it must have been too large to be considered for this.
You know, Jesse, if you open enough sets, you know, the small parts might eventually fill a bin like that. You know, eventually, you know, all the little extra parts we get in all our sets. You know.
What, you mean like this?
Yeah. Is that your bin of extra parts?
Well, these are just 1x round plates. You know, you get a lot of those. Of course, I just dropped one. I got 5 bins like this that are different colors. This is like all the primary colors.
Oh, what? Yeah.
And then this is like all the brown colors. And then there's black and dark blue and tan or gray. I got that sorted last week. That was kind of nice. In case I want to do more mosaics.
Mosaics.
This is a Nindroid flyer with a saw on it. Because that was, I think that was the new piece at the time, so they were using it everywhere. Been some interesting builds in Ninjago. This is mostly motorbikes for the Sons of Garmadon, but it's a few different things. There's a couple of small dragons, ghost dragons. Ghost dragons are cool. The most recent addition to this storage bin is this. This is a Kalmar's Chariot. Well, the purple squid guy in the Seabound wave. It's all right. Can't believe that guy was in 3 sets.
Trans clear, 1x2.
1x2 what?
Trans clear.
A plate? No way.
Brick.
Oh, brick. Lots of those exist.
Finding some newer elements in here, so it'll be interesting to get the the modified stuff sorted through too into the bins of modified stuff. I got a 4-day weekend. I took Monday and Tuesday off of work.
Oh, I guarantee you, me being off this last week, I don't get to experience anything like that. I hope none of my coworkers decide to be like, well, you know, he was off last week. I'm going to just not show up, but that would be bad. Hopefully not.
Well, I'm not going to be sitting around. I will be at the museum probably all 4 days.
Oh, dude, Jude.
So volunteering on my days off.
And yeah, I have a 4-week weekend.
Dang.
Because I'm off for school.
Dang, flex, yeah.
Yeah.
You're off. Winter break is 4 weeks. Wow.
Yeah, for me it is. Plus, I've already been off a week because I was able to get out early.
So you get like Christmas off, you get New Year's off, you just get
and then we just get another couple weeks. Yeah.
Just
Talk
do it now.
Flex.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So you're going to be around in the streams for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Nice. Building and
dismantling. I've got to do
Flexing.
a lot of building and dismantling these next couple of weeks because I've got 2 projects. I have to dismantle a bunch of Ninjago sets so that I can store them away and start having more space. And I have to reassemble all my Star Wars sets in order to sell them.
yeah, I want to disassemble my Star Wars and just part it out.
Yeah, I'll
have a lot of gray, but
yeah.
I'm done.
I don't have like excess of gray, so and that's always a useful part.
Yeah.
So, dude.
Yes, Brett, I am flexing, as always.
Hello, the Brett.
I'm only going to be on here for a few weeks. So I got to flex while I can.
There we go. I'm done. Oh, wait, this can't be it. There's got to be more.
You haven't even built the house. That's like all the extra stuff.
But
so you did the reindeer and the sleigh, small sleigh.
I like the computer. I like the computer. It's kind of cool.
Computer. Yeah, those are always nice too.
Much smaller than the one I've got sitting down here on the floor. I'll say that. Moving on to something bigger, it looks like.
The reason I was able to obtain the ice tank in part was because I decided to trade my Republic. I decided to trade. Well, I'm getting rid of my Star Wars subs, and I spotted the ice tank there. So I decided to trade my Republic gunship for the ice tank and a few minifigs, which is how I obtained what I've shown today.
You just couldn't use your Jedi mind tricks and just have them just give it to you?
Unfortunately, no. But
Oh, I know. You were using your Ninjago mind tricks, and they're not the same as Star Wars. They're not as good. They don't work as well.
Well, I did manage to get the ice tank, which is for getting it complete is not cheap, and I'm happy with my trade.
What?
I'm happy with my trade.
Where'd you get it? Where'd you trade it at?
At a Bricks and Minifigs store in Crest Hill.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's always good when you can get a good trade like that.
Yeah, and then I'll be going back on January 1st to trade the remainder of my Star Wars sets because I found out that Bricks and Minifigs gets, I think the guy said a case of the new sets on January 1st. So instead of trading them and then, or selling them rather to the Bricks and Minifigs and getting money for them and then going to the Lego store, I'm just going to skip the Lego store step and go and get them straight from Bricks and Minifigs.
There you go.
And then I only have 4 of the Ninjago sets on my list. I say that like it's a little, only 4.
Only 4 Ninjagos, yeah.
That's a lot. It's
lots of stuff coming out on the January 1st.
Yeah, it's the 4 most expensive ones, of course. Yeah, but for sure, I want to obtain the Big Mech and the Temple. If I can, it all depends on how much the stuff I'm trading for is worth.
That's always the case. I mean, how much stuff does your Bricks and Minifigs store have? Because I know the one near me's got just an absolute ton of sets and stuff on their shelves. I mean,
I browsed the other day. They have a ton of stuff, but I'm just interested in the new sets. I looked around. They had a few things of interest, but nothing that, other than the ice tank, there was nothing that I jumped on.
Well, I was thinking I was tempted to trade for the Elsa castle, but then one of the guys in my lug was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm getting invoiced for the castle in the forest, wherever the one from Bricklink." I'm like, "Oh yeah." But he had mentioned earlier that he liked what was it, the pirate set, and I was like Barracuda Bay, and I was like, well, we could trade. He's like, oh, that might work, so it should be even better. So I could trade that. That'd actually work pretty good for me. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and get as much as I can.
Kind of how it goes. Just got to, it's in good shape. I mean, that's always the nice thing, too, is if it's in pretty good shape, too, that always helps, too, the value.
Yeah, the ice tank was confirmed complete when I got it. And then when I built it, it was mostly complete. Two of the Technic pieces were wrong. They were the incorrect piece, but I had spares in my collection, so I didn't mind.
As long as they weren't being used for anything else.
It's Technic. I don't use it for anything else.
What?
I don't build with Technic much, to be honest. And when I do, it's very rare. I haven't really tried to master the Technic system yet.
Same. I don't really collect this stuff, so gotta draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
Something I could use more practice in if I ever want to be on Lego Masters. So
Yeah. One day I'm going to get a big Technic set and build it.
I just pretty much use it for boats.
Yeah. I mean, I use it here and there, but
yeah,
not all the time.
Well, it's taking a while here, but there is a rough sort being done. This definitely did need to be done.
I think you've gone down a couple millimeters, maybe.
Every handful has something. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different things I'm pulling out, and then everything else goes back into basically it's all modified.
So doing a rough sword, basically.
And then so yeah, once all those 8 different things are out, you can go through and sort the modified into by size. Sometimes you put all the if it has a 1x1, you know, with a clip and etc., and then 1x2s, 1x4s. Put all those together and then try to find bins for them. So that'll be the next step with the miscellaneous bin I'm creating or downsizing.
It's always fun. It's always fun, you know, to get at least if you find parts that you can use for projects.
Yeah, I don't know if it's fun, but it's satisfying, right? You know, like especially when you're a builder like me, satisfying to increase the part selection in you know my brick pit of home.
You can kind of see it with my picture, but you can see how dusty this wing is. This set has been together since 2015. It is very dusty, especially the wings.
Got 6 years of dust on there.
Yeah, because I think for the majority of its time, this set in particular has been stored on shelves because of the awkward stance of the wings. So there's some things that are shaped in such a way that I feel I can store them in bins, but there are other things that don't work out that way.
Some good pieces in here that are getting buried in this next bin.
Just do a rough sort, you know, as you're going.
Yeah, it's just, that'd be like I don't have the space for that. If I had a room like Larry where he's got a whole room, I could probably do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I try to do. I mean, that's why I was trying to move a lot of the bins underneath the...
I got to live in this space. This is my work desk, my kitchen table. And
I used to do that. Yeah, that's why I didn't really have a dining table because it became a Lego table. Bench and all that. So, yeah, never really had... I had it for a little bit, and then as the collection exploded, it was like, guess so I took the chairs and stuck the chairs out in storage, and then in the end I was just eventually those got stacked into storage, and eventually I gave those away. Comfy big chairs, but just never really used them. You know, I used them early on, and then just as your collection explodes, it's just like, I don't have room for this stuff.
I got to get rid of a couch.
I had a couch before when I was in computers. When I was in Colorado, I had a couch, and then as I got into Lego, I still had a couch. But I think in one of the moves, I eventually was like, you know what? I don't know what I did with it. I think I just said, "Damn, anyone want a couch?" and just kind of gave it away or chucked it or something. I was like, yeah.
I got to keep a couch, but I got like 2 love seats too. So I got way too much.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had a couple love seats, a couch.
One of them's got to go.
So in the end, I just kind of downsized and just kind of.
I don't know why I guess I haven't maxed out. So, but
Yeah,
Better move.
I figure when I eventually move into my own apartment, I'm just gonna get a 1-bedroom apartment, put all the Lego in the actual bedroom, and then put the bed in the living room. Because and then get like I have like this chair, this gray chair that I've got. It's in my dorm room right now, so I can't show you, but that'll probably be my chair.
Well, let's just hope your collection never gets as bad as the rest of ours, because that actually is when I was at my last apartment before I moved, let's see, I had Lego in the, I think I had a little bit in the kitchen above the fridge. I had Lego in the dining room, which was pretty much turned in, and then the living room was all Lego. The bedroom had, what did it have? It had, I think, 3 or 4 shelves in the bedroom. The only thing I maybe didn't have any in was the bathroom, perhaps.
Yeah, that's the only place I don't have Lego.
My rule is going to be no Lego, with maybe like a couple exceptions. No Lego in the outside of the Lego room.
Good luck.
I might keep a couple things outside of the Lego room, like display things.
Yeah.
For the most part, like during the holidays, I'd bring out the Home Alone set, or I don't know, the flowers. The flowers would be like a nice thing to just have outside of the Lego room.
Be way with the Force. Then you'll need it. You'll need the Force if you're planning on that.
What's up, Doc?
Hello, Doc.
We got Lego in the bedroom is basically all unopened sets, so they're kind of hiding.
Larry's playing hooky tonight. He's not with us tonight. He's playing hooky.
So if I show people my collection in the main room, they don't see the pile of shame in the bedroom.
I think I actually have only showed the storage to like one other lug member, and it's like, yeah, it's more like a motivational type thing. Oh, you need motivation to build? Here, I'll show you what you need to kind of look at, and then it's kind of like, oh, Jesus. And I'm like, yep, that's why I brought you out here. This is motivation.
I forgot that.
And then I loaned him a bag of 4,000 clear plates. That, here you go.
This set did this. They've got these things, whatever these. But I'm just gonna leave him in there as is, because it's not gonna impact my building experience when I go to rebuild this set eventually. I did something similar when I dismantled the clone turbo tank. There was a couple parts that I couldn't get apart. I'm like, oh well. It won't impact the building experience immensely, so it's fine.
The next builder should be fine.
Yeah. That set in particular was so hard to dismantle. Like bag 1, they locked the frame together really tight, and it took a lot of work to get that.
Yeah, I helped Hinkle take his what did he have? He had a UCS Falcon. He might even have had one of the Star Destroyers or something. I helped him take those apart when he initially moved out of Colorado, and it was just like, yeah, it was crazy in terms of just how much, how hard it is to take those things apart. But I was like, wow, all these plates. This is, man, I guess I should have bought this just for all these plates.
Yeah, I want to get my AT-ATs all taken apart. Get all the gray pieces out.
Of what? The AT-ATs? Yeah, I got one.
I got at least 2 AT-ATs.
Which versions are they at?
Just like not motorized.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the 2014 version. That's one
motorized one and traded it away. I was an idiot.
Yeah, I've got a local friend who's interested in the AT-AT and the 2014 Star Destroyer. I gotta contact him to see if he still wants it or is interested in either of those sets. By the end of the month, they're gone.
No.
Yep, I could use the pieces. That's about it. So I could do so. Oh my gosh, if I parted out Star Wars, I could probably.
Yeah, I still need.
Weapon.
At some point, I need to part out the part of the Trouble on Tatooine. The part that's everything except the speeder needs to be parted down because I like the speeder.
Yeah, there might be some stuff I keep.
Yeah, the speeder is actually at the little temple part in Ninjago Gardens.
I still have a lot of Star Wars sets on my shame list that I still need to build or sell. So they slowly get depleted. I got battle packs, still some of the old battle packs that they generate pretty good money for $12. I think they generally resell for a good 40 or 50 depending on the pack. So sit on them for a little while, and someone's always looking for them. But if they bring back the battle packs, the value might decrease a little bit.
Yeah.
But they haven't done so many of those, so.
They've got those minifig packs this year. They have those minifig packs this year. $15, and now you only get 3 figs.
That reminds me of the Legends of Chima battle pack. They only got 3 guys. I have a lot more ice bears if they would have had 4 in them.
Well, how much were those? Were those 10?
They were 10. Yeah, $10. Yeah. But I think even some of the early battle packs for Star Wars were 10, and they had 4 guys in them.
Yeah, but I think they were 12 by the time Chima rolled around.
Maybe. I'd have to go look.
And Ninjago didn't do much in the way of battle packs until, I think, probably the Ninjago movie when they did that Ninjago City Chase set, which had 5 figs for $20, which wasn't really a battle pack, but it was a cheap way to get a lot of figures. And I think they realized people really like that, so they continued with it.
I missed some steps here. I missed some steps. Yeah, I think I bought a couple of the Minecraft some of the Minecraft battle packs when they had them, the skin packs.
Oh, yeah. I own 3 Minecraft sets, all of which I dismantled, and I more recently bought a Minecraft Kai for the Ninjago collection. That collection's got to stay. Yeah, isn't there a purple ninja now in one of the Minecraft sets? Yeah. I may need to get that too.
1 or 2 different colors. Don't know what that's about.
Yeah, there is a purple ninja in Ninjago called Nelson.
Really? Yeah, the purple ninja did kind of grab my attention in the Minecraft. It's like, ooh, purple.
Yeah, Nelson was only in one set. It was Cole's rock rotor from the Day of the Departed. And he wasn't actually in Day of the Departed. He was just kind of a random fig. At that point, he had only appeared once in Ninjago, is in one of the episodes. The first episode of season 6. Because he had, the ninja went to sign his cast because he had broken both of his legs. I think. But then he appeared again. They brought him back in season 11, and he's had occasional appearances ever since. Shows up and does things.
Shows up, wreaks havoc, right? No big deal.
Well, now he's a paper boy.
Like I said, wreak havoc,
Which you wouldn't expect to be a dangerous job, but it's in Ninjago City. The city that gets attacked every day.
So he's paid hazard pay just for delivering the newspapers, what you're trying to tell us.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm missing something.
I mean, he was delivering papers during his first day. He was delivering papers while there were a bunch of fire snakes raining down from the sky. Interesting first day.
Yeah.
Sounds like a normal first day.
And then his latest appearance was in season 15, delivering newspapers / stealing an amulet that the bad guys wanted. They did not manage to keep the amulet from the bad guys' possession, but it was a fun chase nonetheless. I recently rewatched the episode that was, so it's fresh in my mind.
So he wasn't that good at keeping it from people.
Well, they tried, but it didn't work out. And on Wu's dragon, the little crate he sits in has a license plate. Wu, and then the numbers / letters spell out sensei. It's a little thing that Ninjago did, I guess.
Ooh, this looks good. These waffles look really good. Make me hungry for waffles.
This set in particular, I actually obtained off of eBay. A YouTuber I used to watch was selling his copy, and I jumped at the chance to get it because it's not a set that I had. And it was mostly complete. I think it was missing 5 pieces, which was pretty good.
All right.
And but now I'm at the point where I'm questioning why I got it, because I don't really need it. That's how I view a lot of these sets, because it was I think 2014 through first half of 2017 was that era when I was like, I gotta collect them all. And then the Ninjago movie hit, and I realized I really don't need to collect them all. Although I think I did anyway the year following. I just didn't collect all of the Ninjago movie stuff. And then I think by season 10, I was like, I don't need all of them anymore.
I mean, really, in the end, it's. I mean, if it's not repeated, I mean, then it's not bad. If it's repeating sets, then you're right.
Well,
I mean, and that's kind of the thing is like City too. Is I was supposedly collecting because I was hoping to do a City with a friend, but they kept redoing a lot of the stuff. So I'm like, well, this is. I mean, why do I need to keep collecting all this stuff when they do fire stations every year and police stations every year and stuff like that? So in the end, it's just like at some point you just got to say enough is enough.
Yeah, I mean the Ninjago sets, like there's always a unique set or two in the wave. Like this next upcoming wave, it's the big combo mech, I would say. But other than that, it's just standard Ninjago stuff. Mechs, dragons. That J dragon is not something I want because it looks horrendous. I mean, I get it that it's targeted towards a lower age demographic, but it still doesn't look very good. And then like Kai's dragon, not something I need. We just got a Kai dragon, which was a whole lot better. the legacy one. It was actually a really great one because that dragon only appeared before in the 2011 Fire Temple, which is a very expensive set nowadays.
Yeah, and that one we had 1 million of them back in the day in the store. I was just like, wow, this is crazy having this set.
Yeah.
We got 1 million of them, and it's just like, it was a good set. I mean, but we had so many of them. We just, as employers, like, wow, why do we have so many freaking sets? This is crazy.
Yeah, I didn't get into Ninjago until the end of 2011, so a lot of the sets from the first year passed me by. I managed to obtain a few things. Like I got the Skull Motorbike. That was my first Ninjago set. And I got a Ninja Ambush and Knuckles ATV. And those were really the sets that I got. I also got a couple of the spinners at the time. It was Cold DX and Whiplash.
I didn't collect a lot of the Ninjago stuff.
And then 2012, I again only collected a few of the sets initially, but a few of the regular sets, that is. But I got a lot more of the spinners because I really like the spinners, and I managed to collect all of the spinners by this point.
The spinners, that's right.
I think I finished off my collection of them in 2017. It was the last one I got was very appropriate. It was Lloyd ZX, the Green Ninja. I felt that it was appropriate that was the last one. Felt like a good way to end it.
Here. I mean, I grabbed a couple of those smaller sets back in the day.
Yeah.
The Ninjago. I collected a bunch of the poly bags and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see if Brickset will work the way it's supposed to work.
I remember that the day that I got the last spinner that I needed for my collection, I felt a bit of like there was a gap in my life, like something was missing. I had been trying for a long time to collect all of those spinners, and when I finally did it, it was just over.
It's over. Yep.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Bones I ended up getting a couple of him, Crunch, Whiplash.
Yeah.
Sensei Wu, I think I did. So, or Garmadon.
Yeah, a lot
spinners,
of those.
I guess early on because the spinners were kind of cool. Lloyd X, ZX.
Yeah, Lloyd ZX. That was the last one I collected.
Oh, okay.
That's the cheapest way to get the Lloyd ZX minifig. Cheapest retail price, at least.
Oh, well, she won't be sorting, but she was sorting the other night.
No,
Hey, Haley.
no sorting. Not allowed to sort. Have to build.
Hi, Haley.
Hey,
I'll be
Jesse. Hey, TJ. How are y'all doing?
Pretty good.
Doing well.
We let you sort, but we know you won't let yourself sort. So
Nope, I can't. No sorting allowed. Must build.
We survived a rare high wind tornado storm in December up here.
yeah, we never. I don't know if I think they hit away from us. They didn't hit near me. So.
Yeah, Iowa had more. Colorado. Crazy.
I mean, it looked like it was going to come hit eventually, and then it was gone, and then it just dissipated. That's like it went all north of us. It's like okay, all right.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like a week ago it was 60 degrees, and now it's 10.
Yeah, it's back to being cold again. I was like, my mom looked outside. Wow, it looks nice today. It looks nice out there. I go, Mom, it might look nice. It isn't nice.
I can send you some Texas heat. It's 80 today.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, you probably take that. We probably would not turn it away.
Yeah, it's 80. It's 80 for the next couple days, and then it's supposed to drop down in the 50s. So we're in that roller coaster weather.
We'll just come up and visit.
Everybody
It's
is,
nice
yeah.
up here. Let's just come visit. you know. Oh, that's right. You got building to do.
Nope, I got
that.
building to do. I'm not allowed to visit. I'm not allowed to go. I bought two pick-a-brick cups today. That was it. But it was for the project, so.
You're in the middle of a project, all right.
Yep.
That's why we didn't get any text messages saying, "Hey, guess what's on the pick-a-brick wall?" Didn't want to be distracted.
Nothing. It's Christmas time, so the bottom 2 rows are empty. And,
I mean, somebody just showed the one from Colorado Mills, and I was like, "Oh my Lord!" And I actually had a sheet. I'm like, "Gosh, I don't think I should do that." I think I had like 8 or 9 parts on the list that I was like, I could use some of that, and some of that, and some of that. Instead, I placed a $60 Bricklink order instead. So,
yeah, I was up at the mall anyway because I was picking up. So I guess my mom switched from being a Texans fan to a Cleveland Browns fan. So as a joke, as a running joke, because my brother's trying to figure, it's like now it's a switch because the Texans are always losing. So she wanted to be on a team that's at least wins a game or 2, I guess. So she switched to the Cleveland Browns this year.
The Browns.
And I'm just like, okay. So like she has all this Texas, gear. So I went up to the mall. I hit up 3 different sports stores
to try to find Cleveland gear in Texas.
Yep. So at the mall, there's like, the little sports. They have like the 2 of the stores was pretty much the exact same store twice.
Yeah, hats and shoes.
Hats, all hats. That's it. And then the last one, I happened to walk by because I was on my way to the Lego store because I did my other shopping and I finished up with Lego. And then I walked by and I saw this one had like the jerseys, socks, cupware, petware, just of like all the different teams.
Okay.
So I found her a fleece blanket, a travel mug. I got her a t-shirt, got her a pair of socks, and I got her a car decal sticker.
Yeah.
Let's hope she doesn't change affiliation too quickly.
There you go. Yep.
So she is now all decked out for, I guess, the rest of the season and next year.
That's funny.
That's pretty good. That's good. Let's see here. Let me see if it came in my mail.
So what are y'all working on?
I'm sorting. I got a big bin in front of me, so I'm doing a rough sort, so not too exciting.
Oh, fun.
It's a little satisfying because I'm finding pieces that I'll be like glad to have in the sorted collection eventually.
I am dismantling Ninjago sets to store them away for when I have more space. If I ever have more space.
I'm just building the elf clubhouse, but hey, since everybody else has been flexing, might as well flex my recent Bricklink order here.
Oh, look all that clear.
So I went and ordered some skunk tails. They were a decent price. Some croc helmets. Of course, we've had this wizard discussion. I figured my wizards needed some really cool wizard hats, so that was what I stumbled on. I stumbled on the hats. I'm like, ooh, I like, and they're dark purple, my favorite color. Okay, I'll get 10 of those.
Is that the Stranger Things one?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I've never seen that. So, yeah.
I think the regular one's the blue one with the Disney, and I think the purple one is the one from Stranger Things because Will the Wizard. Oh,
I'll have to go look and see. I'll have to do the catalog entry. And then I was like, oh, there's some top hats, some stuff for the Purple Army or my sig fig, one of the two. Some of the fedoras in purple.
Yeah. Fedora was on Brick Daddy.
Yeah.
Space Police 3.
Yeah. And then I figured a couple guitars for the sig fig. Of course, some purple snowboards. Might as well have a purple sword, so I grabbed a couple of the, those, and then he had some of the dark tan swords out of the scimitars that I have. A lot of the ice bears have, and they were the right price. So I got 40 of those, and then longbows. Need longbows. They're not cheap, but I was like, I'll get 10. And then, of course, I need more potions. These ice bears got to have the most powerful potions. So
we were a potion craze earlier this year.
Yeah, so I grabbed some more potions, and that was about it. But
I'm surprised you didn't get the purple longbows from, was it Minecraft?
Oh, the edgy ones? Yeah, you know, I was like, yeah. I could just take some of the brown ones and just paint them, I suppose. You know, no one will know. No one will know the difference. Someone says something. So that was what I did last night.
Dang it. All right, hold on.
That was quick. You like this printed clock piece, though. That's kind of nice. Kind of. Wait, did I do that wrong?
I was building Home Alone.
Oh, is it the Roman numeral one? Is that what it's? Is that what that's from? Is that what that clock is from? The Home Alone set, the Roman numerals on the clock. I mean, it'd be good for any clock tower, I guess, too. I mean, that's
grandfather clocks and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So.
What I did notice in Home Alone is the pizza, because there's like an open pizza box they do with an actual pizza in it. Mm-hmm. That pizza is not a cheese pizza.
What?
It should have been a cheese pizza. It should have been a new print with a cheese pizza. I don't know if a cheese pizza print actually exists, but Lego did not. That's.
I can't buy it now. I can't buy the set because if he doesn't have a cheese pizza, it's not worth spending that money for the set. Yeah, can't.
That is the one thing that I don't like about them.
You know, I think what you should do is, TJ, as a paying customer, I think you should write to Lego and say, you know what, guys, you need to add or alter or change or mail out a new printed cheese pizza tile for the set, because it's just not Home Alone without a cheese pizza, especially if he's by himself. It's got to be cheese. It can't be anything else. He won't eat anything else, so if it is anything else, you're lying to yourselves.
Well, I mean, they had other pizzas in the beginning of the movie. I felt it was more appropriate that it would have been a cheese pizza.
Yeah, but when he was alone, it was a cheese pizza.
Exactly.
All right, I'll be right back.
We will be here. We're not leaving.
Contractor's coming over to pick up the door so he can pick them.
You know us. We're gonna stream. If Hoosier can do 4 or 5 hours, you know I can.
Oh, I'm just gonna put myself on mute. Well,
we'll be fine.
Give him 5 minutes.
All right. So yeah, that's what I think I did. I think I told a customer that back in the day when I worked for Lego about the Isle de Merte set, because it didn't have. It showed like a chrome gold bar on the box, but they sent. But it wasn't that. They sent a it was just like a pearl gold. And I go, well, this is crazy. The box shows for sure it shows like what would be a pearl gold one. So this is crazy. This is a ripoff.
That's deceptive.
Yeah. So I think somebody eventually complained, and then they re-released it. And that's how they re-released it, is when they're like, oh, crap. Yeah, I guess we did make a mistake. Yeah, I guess we should maybe fix that. I mean, it's easy if you've got, I mean, technically, I guess they could do a second revision of the Home Alone set. And in the second version, they just change it out and have a tile with a cheese pizza on it. You know. I mean, that would take enough complaining that it would be the caliber would have to be like what saved Ninjago. I mean, it would have to be epic. You'd have to have 100,000, 200,000 parents calling Lego customer service saying, oh, well, we got to have a cheese pizza. It's got to be cheese. It can't be anything less than cheese. You know, this is crazy.
If Lego actually did re-release the set, that would give me an excuse to buy it again. Which I've kind of thought about doing, because I realized I I've been missing out. I could have done really good content because they're right now they're renting out the Home Alone house.
Ooh.
You can rent it out for a night and be there.
See,
and it occurred to me that it occurred to me this morning that it would have been great content to build the Home Alone house in the Home Alone house.
There you go. See, we could rent it and we could all build there. We could do a live stream.
Be great.
Where's it again? Where's that house at again? Illinois, somewhere?
Yeah.
Down your neck of the woods? Yeah, see?
Yeah, it's very close. That's why I'm disappointed in myself for not thinking of that earlier.
We'll have to remember that for Christmas next year, okay?
Yeah. Hopefully
hopefully
they're renting it out again.
We'll recruit enough people. Yep, we're live streaming. So this is going to be it'll be a good one for like the 72-hour. Just so you know, folks, we're going to be doing the 72-hour live stream from the Home Alone house, and each different person is going to be streaming from a different part of the house.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I think so. I think it definitely raise the bar for the stream. I think
that would be different.
Be good content.
Well, who's got the attic? And when do we get to see the cheese pizza? We definitely have enough gold bricks. We could hide a gold tooth in the floor somewhere. Okay, I'm missing legs. Yeah. It's pretty good. You'll have to do some research on that and let us know.
Yeah, I know it's available to rent this year. In fact,
well, yeah, this year would probably be definitely.
Well, I saw a news report, I think, so I don't know if it's going to be. Let's see.
Somebody will do it. Maybe. That'll be interesting.
Well, let's see here.
Oh, this was
so many good pieces.
Oh, never mind. It was available to rent on Airbnb for one night only, and that was December 12th.
Oh,
that's disappointing. And it was up to 4 people.
I bet if you approach them, if they're renting,
for
any kind of reason,
If you told them what we were planning for, they might be like, "Okay, can you guarantee that?
Give us a few."
The house be like, "If we can guarantee our streamers, yeah, I guess we could."
Give us a few hours, and we'll plug the Airbnb part or whatever.
Yeah, we have to, and there'd be tryouts to make the cut to be able to be on part of that streaming team.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be
have to do like a little insert every 15 minutes or so, sponsored by Airbnb.
Oh, that wouldn't be that hard. We're using enough different programs. Heck, we could put that up on instead of the Friday Night Bricks, or we could put Airbnb up there. Hey, guess what, folks? It's not Friday Night Bricks tonight. It's Airbnb from Chicagoland, and we're at the Home Alone house. Yeah. Oh yeah, we could make it. It would work.
That would be good content.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I don't think people would be able to turn away. If we had enough cheese pizzas, it would definitely be great content. Yeah, we'll have to work on dreaming about that at some point.
One day.
I pulled that up and I saw what you said too. I saw it, but I didn't read the rest. I'll do that when we're off the air. It's only polite to read the internet when you're on someone else's stream, not your own. So. Okay. We are on the second floor. I do like that round door on that. That's kind of cool. Like a hobbit hole type kind of door, front door. Let's see here. Hey, Bricks. All Bricks Count is in the chat. I'm guessing Jude, Brett's Build, Doc. Yeah. I mean, nothing magically happens when you say that. Good. It's good. Shazam. Yeah. We don't turn into anything crazy, thankfully.
Shazam.
No, it would be quite entertaining if it did. That's good. Oh, so Jesse, you just have basically the museum all winter. Anything coming up in the any shows on the horizon or anything that you're aware of? Or
Well, in March I booked a train to Bricks Cascade.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that'll be the next one. Yep, I need to change that.
Well, we're going to Bricks Cascade, Portland, March, and I gotta get ready for that. So I don't know why I'm sorting, but
that's what Haley's saying. But her show is a little bit sooner. I think that one's like only a couple weeks away. So
Yeah, we got Martin Luther King weekend. We have Brick Fair, Alabama is that weekend. Following weekend is Brick Universe, Louisville. And then I get 1 weekend break, and then I got the Brickfest Live is coming through Houston the first weekend, February.
busy. You're, hopefully you got all your helpers lined up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing for the. I mean, I know what I'm taking. That's about it for that. So,
I know what I'm taking too, but I don't know how well it's going to travel.
Just take really good pictures so that you can rebuild it if you need to. That's kind of why the castle, even though the castle's built kind of sturdy, it doesn't fly because now it's so big it just takes up so much room. The only castle that'd fly is the micro scale one over here. That would be about the only one that would technically fly.
Look, it's flying. I'm on the tipping point with the section I'm taking, because normally everything fits in the back of my truck underneath the tailgate, and then a couple things in the back seat, but adding the mountain I have right now and the drive-in theater section, which has its own little rock pieces. I don't know. I was gonna test loading everything like before, like try to load it and see how much room I can get in, and then plan B is to rent like those little tiny U-Haul trailers. Like
have you showed the movie theater?
No, I haven't.
That hasn't seen. Yeah. Okay.
I haven't. Yeah, the mountain and the drive-in theaters will be the newest additions. Yeah.
Very cool.
So the drive-in theaters will be the transition into the western part. So that's my transition section. Yeah, but I'll do. Yeah, I'm hoping if all the house stuff gets done within the next couple months, and I'll get the house back in order, I'll be able to actually sit down and start building that part of the layout.
Oh, which part? The Old West or what?
Yeah. Because I think it was, yeah, because after Philly 2019, I built the tunnel and the drive-in theater. So I've had both of them built since 2019. Because I was supposed to go to the 2020 Alabama show.
Mm.
And all the fun hit after that. So.
Yeah. I can't wait to get my show done too and be like, all right, 2.5 years later.
Yeah, I was gonna say that same thing. I mean, that's why the castle's being rebuilt for the collab for Brickworld for 2020. It'll happen in 2022. I'm hoping.
Right.
Provided nothing else happens, but it's getting crazy again. So God only knows the rate we're going again.
I've been waiting to go to Chicago for 2 years.
Well, that's why I was like, thankfully, I can still say I've been to a Brickworld all the last 10 years because I did do the Brickworld VirtuaCon in 2020, and then I did do the Brickworld Milwaukee this year. I did do the Brickworld Milwaukee in 2021. So yeah, so I did Brickworlds the last couple years. And actually, for that VirtuaCon, that time's like actually 3 or 4 because actually I did 3 or 4 of the virtual ones. One by myself for a good 4 or 5 hours talking about Hope Castle all by my lonesome. I don't recommend that. That's not. People did the same thing. He didn't obviously listen to my warnings of I don't know. By yourself is pretty bad. But he's doing some illustrations these days too. So some good project ones. I just sent him an email and found out how he was doing. So he did a couple illustrations for a couple of books, it sounds like. So entertaining to see how that turns out. But also means I need new roommate this year for Brickworld since I don't know what's going on with that. Except for who's coming. Because I think Kevin was the one who pulled at least Matthew K and some of those guys that would come. I don't know if he'll come on his own accord, but. Okay, I'm missing a part. Or I am blind, one of the two. So what were the good parts you picked up today, Haley? Because the wall must have had something you could use.
Oh, here, I'll show you.
Ooh, look at all that stuff.
I mean, they had a bunch of red flags. The brown.
Oh, yep, I saw those. Yep, those were on the one wall. Yeah.
Dark green 1x3 plates.
Ooh, yeah.
Regular green.
Oh, corner, yeah.
1x4 brown. And I think that's all I grabbed. Oh, and they had a bunch of they had a little bit of 2x2 dark blue spray bricks.
Yeah.
So I needed just stuff to work on the mountain with.
Yeah, the one wall I think I looked at, they even had the 1x2 standard green plates. I was like, that kind of would work too for anything I'm building with grass, but
yeah,
I guess I'm kind of waiting to see what we have in our project support, which we'll be sorting here in about a month. We'll be sorting it next month. Get that ready to get built for the next like Brickworld, Milwaukee, I guess. Hopefully the plan is to go and to throw it off there.
Yeah, not quite sure why I grabbed all the red flags, but I grabbed a good handful of red flags.
Maybe Haley's going to do a castle at some point too. She needs flags for her army.
I think when I was standing at the wall, I thought they would look cool. Like if you had a ski resort, you had the flags to mark the course.
Oh yeah, you're right. That actually would be a good. Yeah.
Slalom back and forth.
Because I do have my winter. I do have my winter stuff, my winter layout. So I was sitting here thinking, what else can I? I think I got enough rocks left over. I can do like a small little mountain for it.
So I'm kind of hoping they'll do a Back to the Future 4 where they do maybe go back in time to like a medieval type layout setting. That would be kind of pretty cool. I think we'd all be down for that.
Yeah, man. At this point, they've talked about it, but it's like they've always said they wouldn't do anything. But man, if they at this rate, all the actors and actresses, they're getting old, so it's Christopher Lloyd's still kicking. So if they're gonna do a movie, they better do one now.
Yeah, I guess eventually they could do it kind of like what the Ghostbusters did, where you'd have just kids of someone,
Yeah, because we were talking about that because they're like, well, the only thing they could do is probably Marty's kids or Doc's kids or
Yeah.
Well, Doc's, yeah, we know Doc had
They
kids.
have
Jules and Vern.
yeah.
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 That's the only their time to be scientists.
Yeah.
And Doc goes
we
missing in time.
We like your dad, but we want to go and we want to check out what the medieval times would have been like.
Oh, yep. Oh, Back to the Future, out of time. Where's Doc? I don't know. Get stuck.
He's stuck.
Yeah, I thought. Ooh. Yeah, I was sitting here thinking I might add a small section of track up front on the front side of my layout, so I can have a like a small double track section where I can have the Jules Verne train and then have the busted up DeLorean surrounded by the track pieces.
Mm-hmm. That's actually pretty good.
I was thinking about that Easter egg earlier today. So I have that train built. Or I should say I have two versions built.
Yeah.
I have one that works and one that may work.
Okay. For a long train.
Oh,
Long engine.
man, I was so mad because I took the train to Philly back in 2019. The plan was to run it on the track for like the first time, and that sucker moved like 2 inches in the way. Yeah, I just heard the gears go nothing. I was like, damn it. So I sat there Sunday, like I took it apart Sunday to try to figure out what was going on. And like one of the little gears in there was just like shredded. I was like, oh damn it.
Yeah, if you're trying to do all those crankshafts, that's gonna be trouble.
I'm like, man. I mean, it wasn't it wasn't complex. It was just enough to get everything moving. But I know it's other people are having issues with that little gear too. So.
Yeah, some gears are worse than others. I know I have a bunch just from all the years we had it in lug bulk out in Colorado. I mean, all the Technic guys are like, you never know when you might need these. I'm like, all right. So I have a lot of them, so I keep stumbling across them all the time, and it's like, yeah, well, I'll eventually use them. Use them a little bit for the boats and such.
Oh, shoot, I had it. There was one in that off spray that they
Cancel.
there was an axle on that one that people who had gotten the set, it whatchamacallit, it broke in that one too.
Okay.
That would be definitely a quality control issue for sure. No, I think someone said they did have a quality control issue in that set. That would be a good reason.
Yeah, because I got the instructions and I built my version from the parts I had. Now I noticed that gear was where it was at. It was grinding. Oh, I was so mad. That was that was like one of the few Technic sets I wanted from that line. Dang it. Of course they pull the one I wanted to get. Ugh.
Well, you saved more money for your Back to the Future layout then.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure I still spent the money just to get the parts I needed to hodgepodge the one I have. Oh, shoot. So I was driving around earlier, looking at Christmas lights, and there was this really funny one. I don't know if you can see it, but there was a Star Wars themed house. These were little stormtroopers pulling the sleigh.
Cool.
They had the Falcon up in the corner. I think it was the R2-D2, the Mandalore. They had Baby Yoda and Chewbacca, and the X-Wing was over here. And then on this side, they had Jabba the Hutt. He was falling over. Luke's land speeder was back in the back. They had a AT-AT, Death Star, and shoot, I forgot that look. What
All
that guy
kinds of
is.
stuff there.
Yeah, like that was the most Star Wars themed display.
Cool.
Not a lot of people decorate near me anymore.
Well, if it's 80 out there, it probably doesn't quite feel like Texas or like Christmas, I'm guessing. So.
Oh, it'll be. We'll have our roller coaster weather until sometime in January. And then it'll just be cold and wet.
I just remembered this this mock, the one mock where I actually used a bit of Technic and gears. It was I called it the Dragon Driller, and I put it on YouTube, and I don't know why, because this mock was terrible, and it was my attempt to just make some crazy contraption with a bunch of shooters. It had a Technic missile in the dragon's mouth, and this bionicle ball shooter that I got with a part slot. And a driller on the front. And it was a mess.
Early mock days. Gotta love it.
Yeah, this was, when did I upload this? This was December 30th, 2018. So almost 3 years ago.
You've done more with Ninjago than I've ever will.
I need to do another mock here pretty soon. Want to do another Ninjago battle. Probably with the Nindroids. Maybe I'll do a
Yeah, you got all those Nindroids.
Nindroids versus 501st. Because those are the two biggest armies I have.
Yeah, I think I'm still sitting on some of those battle packs too. Picked them up thinking, maybe it's good to have a few of these. But
yeah, I got one for my birthday.
they still haven't gone. I mean, a lot of the stores I hit still haven't gone down in price below the 24. So they haven't gone on clearance.
24 is decent for that set.
You
It's better than the 30. I think it's good value.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I've gotten a lot more picky with Star Wars lately. So
I think the only other really set I bought a bunch of was the Harry Potter with the translucent stag. That one I bought about 5 or 6 of, I think. Probably because it was translucent, man.
yeah, I think I'm up to 5 at the 501st at this point. I remember back when those were rare, I managed to find 3 of them at Kohl's. So Kohl's down by my university.
Yeah,
but
they were rare for people who were really hunting for them, and then of course,
man,
I saw them like everywhere. I'm like,
yeah,
and they're still everywhere.
Yeah, but I saw the 3, but I was nice, and I only took one and bought one.
I don't think I ever took a
let the other 2 go to other people. I was also broke, so that was another motivator.
Yeah, that kind of
Yeah, but I remember I had ordered one online, found one at Kohl's, and then got 2 for my birthday last year. That now I got another one for my birthday this year. I'm up to 5, but I need to get.
At least they know what you like.
Yeah.
Other than Ninjago.
But I need to get new torsos for 2 of them because the torso's cracked. It's not a huge issue. I'm not really doing anything with them. I mostly bought those just for MOCs because I figured it'd be good to have a decent amount of troopers. 5 is kind of the limit I put on myself. I wouldn't mind getting more, but I don't really need beyond 5 because that gets me 15 troopers, and that's a good number for MOCs. I don't see myself making anything large enough to require a large amount of troopers.
Other than an army, man.
I'd rather do the Nindroid army.
That's true too.
It's much more fun. It looks much more cool. In my opinion, at least.
I'd love to see what you come up with for the Nindroid army. That's cool.
The real issue with the Nindroid Warriors is getting that particular figure, because those were, for the most part, in more expensive sets. Or if they were in a cheaper set, it was just one.
Yeah, so you get them one at a time.
I think it was usually just one. I think the only set with 2 Nindroid Warriors were included was the.
What's Bricks and Minifigs usually have them for? They have them for a decent price when they're for sale, or?
When I went there, they had some for 7 and some for 8, and the ones for 8 had masks, and the ones for 7 didn't. The Nindroids were all kind of mashed together. I ended up picking up 2 with a mask and 1 without. Only one of those had the correct orientation of parts. But the one without a mask was that one was correct except for the mask. And then the other one just had kind of random parts. It had the torso of a drone, but the legs of a warrior. And the head is the same all across. So I just took the mask off of that one. And then I'm saving that one for when I order more Nindroid parts on Bricklink. So I go through and I order those every once in a while. Maybe I'll try and build a Nindroid base eventually. I'm not going to... Whatever the next Brickworld is, whenever that may be, hopefully 2022, I'm not going to bring a MOC that time. I want to experience the private event stuff without having the hassle of lugging a MOC along.
Unless you just bring something small like like a vignette or something, you know.
Yeah, I've got a couple of small things.
Yeah, you don't have to have like a whole table, TJ.
Yeah,
You know,
trust me.
if you're gonna pay for all the games and stuff, you should bring something, even just like one base plate worth of a MOC.
Yeah, I might consider it, but I'm not going to consider bringing anything larger.
Maybe nothing
until
don't bring something super rare.
Oh yeah, no.
Just so you can get over the first experience of you can trust it to stay there, but
yeah,
it shouldn't be ultra rare so that if something somebody messed with it.
Yeah, I will say that because I'm sure the Nindroid army will make it into a MOC. The Golden Master will not be accompanying. Maybe the Legacy version, because the Legacy version isn't as expensive.
Because you can pretty much put it on the table and walk away and pick it up at the end, and it'll be fine.
Because the Golden Master, the original one, that's an expensive fig. That's like a $50 fig. So I don't want to risk bringing him. I only got one.
Well, for 2022, the theme is building bridges still, so...
I'll be right back.
Somebody should build a time bridge for 2 years, so I missed out.
Well, I just looked at the at the page, my page, on the Brickworld website, and they have the kit. The kit's still for sale. It looks like I think there was 56 or 58 of them left. So I mean, it probably means I think they only sold like 40 or so before shutting down the registration in 2020. So I just checked that the other night just to see.
So they had open spots and now it's full?
No. The kit, the kit you can get every year.
Oh.
The kit was still, they had sold like maybe almost just under half of the kit, the special kit for the theme.
Yeah.
And so no. I mean, I think there was 400 registered attendees or something like that. I mean, you have to remember, there were a lot of people that just let it slide. I let mine slide from 2020, which went to 2021, which went to 2022. So,
let it ride.
Just let it ride. I mean, in the end, it made sense because, with what's happened with going on, you don't want to lose a convention, especially something as big as that for around here. So let's see here. Where did I see that? If this list is current, it's total of 480 registrants, 115 first-time registrants, There's 367 showing, and there's 91 under 18 years of age. So, why is he on there twice? One of our members is on there twice. Interesting. Oh no! Oh, there's must have a brother. Interesting. Two different middle initials. Rocco's on there.
Talking about Chicago.
Yeah, Rodney's on there from WISLUG in Kentucky. Some people from DENLUG already registered. KLUG members. Abner's on there, of course. Well, Gladders are on there from ArcLug. Dave Guan from NELUG out in Massachusetts. He's on there. He's registered. Nick is on there. Oh, we got Andrew Henderson from Colorado. I don't recognize the name or the lug. Maybe a virtual one. Hendricks is on the list. Nick from Rebel Lug's on there. Some TwinLUG members on there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people from Minnesota on there.
It's a easy drive for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Bunch of Missouri people on there.
This is nice. That
We got some Utah people on there. New York. Kale's on there from PennLug. He's on there. Simon from Ontario. He's on there. Hope to God the borders open up this year. That'd be good too. That's the kicker too. Is some of those guys from like Ontario want to come down. Yeah, more of my WISLUG members, DENLUG members, Iowa Lug. Hey, Jesse, you're on there.
All right. I'm still on there.
Greater Midwest Lego Training Club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you just said, "Oh, just let my registration ride," yeah, then you're on there. I mean, it's
Yeah.
If you didn't ask for a refund, you're
No.
still registered. Jeremy Moody, Massachusetts, he's on there.
You
Dave
know,
O'Hare from
we're supposed to
Colorado.
collaborate with a couple of people, and I don't know what they're. Now that we're collaborating in Portland instead, I don't know if things have changed for Chicago.
Judy's
Also-
on there. Judy Payne's on there from TwinLUG. She's on there. I mean,
I'll be bringing more of the Spider-Verse.
I mean, considering it's going to have been a bunch, I mean, you might not have to bring as much. I mean, in the end, I mean, I need to figure out what kind of like spaces may be even available, because that's what I'm worried about too. Is that, I wonder if requests will be, I mean, limited to, I guess, what people have displayed before. So after the pandemic, I hope if you're somebody who's displayed before, I hope you used all the space you ever asked for, because if you didn't, you probably this time around might not get as much space, because they won't want to give space to somebody who maybe didn't, follow through with the amount of space they asked for the last time. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But that's kind of the kicker is, if you're somebody who asked for a table and then you come in and you spread out 3 MOCs on a huge table, especially this time, it's going to be, since everybody's been building for so long, it's going to be, everybody's been sitting on lots of stuff. Well, the only good thing is mine downsized, but the collab hopefully would be much bigger. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for.
No, I just checked. I am still there. I'm still registered, which is great.
That's good. Yeah. I'm guessing, I mean, most people probably did. I mean, most people who've been there for so many years are going to be just like, yeah, why would I want to risk having the show just disappear? I mean, he probably used some of the money to float some of the virtual lugs or whatnot, the Virtucons. But in the end, I mean, he's done a bunch this year. So, you know, I mean, I was like, you know, I mean, I'm just going to spend it anyways. Might as well let it sit there, you know. Yep, so there's a bunch of WISLUG members. There was Dave O'Hare from DENLUG, so there was at least a couple from Colorado, but a couple from Delaware registered. Oh, there's somebody from Alabama with same last name as me, but spelled differently. Yeah, I mean that's good. I mean that's good. I wonder how many people, because I know everybody's been talking about it on some of the streams and some of the groups and stuff on Facebook. So he's at 480 registrants. So I booked my hotel. So
I haven't done that.
Well, I mean, I generally room with people. I mean, I think the last time I did it, I think I was with. I might have been with Matthew K and Armstrong and Hinkle. I think I had Hinkle one day, and then I slept on the couch. They paid for the two of them paid for the bulk of the room, and I slept on the couch. But I had it. I knew what I was doing, so I had everything all ready to go, and I knew what to bring. I surprised Matthew because he was starting to push the couch up like I was going to sleep on the floor. And then I was like, no. Hold on. I know what I'm doing here. Hold on. Watch this. And then I showed him what I did. And he's like, oh, yeah, I didn't even think of it that way. I'm like, oh, yeah. My head can sit on the table. It's no big deal. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I usually like to have roommates or whatever. So.
I live close enough to where I don't have to.
Yeah, I just like to
get a room.
Well, and some people like to stay in some of the other hotels. I mean, I like to. I mean, provided hopefully I have roommates, which is always a good thing. I mean, otherwise it is pretty expensive. It would be pretty expensive to be by myself. That's for sure. So. So that's kind of the kicker, but I don't know. I think I've stayed at a couple different hotels over the years, but I think once I've stayed at the main hotel, I can't go anywhere else. So I'm hooked.
The hotel looks pretty cool. Never personally been in it beyond Chicago itself, the convention hall.
Yeah, no, I mean it's nice. It's a good one. Was it 4-star or something? You know, it's a nice one. Oh wait, hold on. Did that wrong piece? Wrong piece.
There's a couple in walking distance.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
I think, and like Mary Ann says, I think she's at one of those that is within walking distance. And, I don't know.
It's across the parking lot, and they have free breakfast. Pretty good breakfast. That's always nice.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, there are bonuses like that. I guess I keep forgetting sometimes. I don't know. I guess I'm just used to. I'm used to habit.
Yeah, the hotel is like I want to say 15-minute drive from my house. That's using back roads. neighborhood roads.
There.
Staying off the interstate tolls, I take it.
Well, I don't even go through any tolls. There's no even real point to go on the highway. There's barely any highway to go on for that much. I think
you must live over there by Stash.
I think there's like
You know
I
where
think I passed by
Stash
like,
lives?
I passed by 3 or so highway exits before I'd have to get off anyway. It's about the same amount of time, so I just take the back roads through the neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, nice to see him in person too. I mean, he hasn't been even on the stream in a while. He was on a couple times, but he hasn't been on very much.
I don't think I met him.
I mean, if you ever went to, Brickmania at the, whatever they call it, Schaumburg.
I mean, he worked. I mean, yeah. I mean, depends on how many Brickworlds you've been to. He worked at the Oak Creek store for a while too.
Oak Creek Mall, yeah.
I was only at the 2019 Brickworld. That was my first Brickworld.
Yeah, he was at Brickmania by then. Okay, let's see that part. Ooh, there it is. Okay.
Does it look like I'm putting a dent in this?
Yeah, you've probably gone down an inch. You've probably gone down an inch.
So
It's going down a little bit.
Little bit.
Just a smidge.
So I don't know how long this is gonna last. So I'll move the camera. So I've got Technic in this bin.
Ooh, Technic.
I've got ladders and containers pulled out. I've got all the rounds in this plate here. Yep. And then tires are separate, but basically got rounds over here.
Yeah, it's kind of like what I do.
Tiles pulled off and jumpers. And there's just a few windows. Sometimes there's more windows and panels. And then over on the floors, boxes of plates and bricks and the leftovers.
I think the current one, I'm doing like all like automotive as a whole, like are getting thrown into certain cups and stuff. So.
Yeah, I might need a 9 o'clock. I might need an ice cream break or something here.
Ooh, do we need an ice cream break?
I think it's snack time.
That actually sounds pretty good. I actually probably should refill my water's half. That does sound good. I'm actually going to go grab myself an ice cream sandwich. Oh, that sounds good.
Ice cream sandwich break. I'm down.
Neapolitan.
Oh, I wish I had some ice cream sandwiches. I get them all the time at school, but I can't get them here because they disappear.
Yeah.
Certain members of my family make them disappear.
Yeah, if you can't keep them around, that's
Whereas at school, I'm able to limit myself. Yeah, I get the great value ice cream sandwiches.
I'd bring one for the rest of you guys, but I figured by the time I get to it, it'd melt. So did hand one to my mom who was sitting in the chair, so I get to return the favor, which I don't get to usually return. So.
Snack time.
I probably should do the correct. Where is it? Where's the ticker? There we go.
Here's what I got.
Ooh, I just have a generic brand of Neapolitan ice cream sandwich. The chocolate, vanilla, strawberry.
I don't have any ice cream sandwiches, but I do have this. I have the last cookie.
He's got a cookie.
He's got a cookie.
All right.
And I meant to eat that 3 days ago when I was watching the last episode of the Flash Armageddon.
Oh yeah.
But I had 3 cookies at the time, but I only ate 1 while I was watching that.
I'd have a lot more junk food, but I haven't left the house in a week, so I've been just kind of narrowly eating away with what I got left.
The other day I went to Walmart. They were completely out of candy. The candy aisle was barren.
So Jeff puts his jumpers in with his other modified plates. I think I put all my, I think my jumpers consider they're close to a tile. I think those are with my tiles. But I do have modified stuff, so modified brick and.
I like the jumpers to be ready, you know.
I have the jumpers sorted. I have the 1x2 and the 2x2.
Yeah.
Each in their own little drawer.
Well, we have another one now. We have 2x3 double jumpers.
Yeah. I haven't gotten any of those in my parts, but I'd probably...
Starting, you know, when you could put them in a small baggie and put them with your jumpers, and then...
Yeah.
I'd probably have a 2x4 now, too, a 2x4 jumper, I think, don't we?
Yeah. It's basically just 2 of these right next to each other.
Oh.
Yeah. But I haven't gotten any of the 1x3 jumper, but I'd probably put them in the 2x4 jumper drawer just because they'd be easier to spot in that drawer. Whereas I feel like they'd kind of get lost if they were put in the 1x2 jumper drawer. Gotta make sure I can actually find these parts. Some of my parts are really well sorted, and then others are just impossible to find. But I'm gonna be doing some resorting here soon. I've got another 10 drawer cart now, and it's got about, after everything I did, kind of cleaning up my desk over there a little bit, I've got 4 drawers left because I put base plates and treads and keychains in one drawer, and then 2 drawers just have train track, and then 1 drawer I put a bunch of mini builds in, but I might change that in the future.
Yeah, luckily I have had enough parts, because what I did right before I got sick is I took a bunch of stuff out to storage, but I left bins of plates, so at least I can see another 4,000 plates from where I'm sitting at right now. I think I used most of what I had left over here on the last couple wall sections last night.
And then one of my drawers has a bunch of minifig parts and some other things, because I had 3 of these like Kleenex boxes with the top cut off with various minifig parts. I'm like, these just need to go in one place, and the best place is a drawer.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the minifig parts I have are just they'll end up just all the minifig stuff gets stored with minifigs, so it'll end up somewhere. Where...
I could use a better container of that.
I honestly don't have like just a minifigs that aren't in use storage.
Well,
like I have my Ninjago sorting and my Star Wars sorting and superhero sorting and even Space Police, but nothing for just random figs.
I'm finding all kinds of good stuff in this bin. Lightsaber blades and cameras and.
And this goofy Snoopy pin today. Little Snoopy topper. All right.
Well, these are just for the minifig stuff that I, find when I'm sorting in this stuff. Because generally, in the old days of grab bags, you could just see just about anything. You could see parts of minifigs, because if kids like killed minifigs in the BAM, sometimes that would end up in the giant bin for what we use to fill all the grab bags with.
I think I ended up with a lot of armless minifigs from the grab bags.
It was always nice because I was like, guys, I can do a plane crash anytime you want. because I got enough dissected and dead minifigs to just do whatever you want me to do.
That shoot a bunch of the Toy Story minifigures or the Toy Story Army guys. I think a couple of them that I've rescued off of Bricklink in someone's store says that it's just missing a hand or missing an arm. It's just, so now it's like, well, all right, I'll stick them on the stretcher, be a medic. Medic.
Yeah.
He's been stepped on.
Those guys I used early on in some of my layouts, but those guys don't get used as much as they used to.
I remember I got a lot of parts. There were some minifigs in it, but then there was just a random arm that didn't belong to any figure. So what I did with that is I built like a little sort of glass case around it and put it in my Blacktron mobile base in the leader's little office area. So he just had an arm on display.
To me, it's one of those things where it's kind of surprising that they haven't done a second Army Man set with all the like Toy Story stuff they've done. It's been kind of shocking that they haven't done another.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll get more. They got Buzz Lightyear movie coming out.
It would be kind of cool to do that. I mean, definitely. I mean, that was such a hot set back in the day. Now, granted, it might not have been as hot because they did send a whole palette to Kids Fest, but of course that Kids Fest, I didn't realize it had been in the back. Otherwise, I probably would have bought more than just the 2 cases I got. But kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, it's just those little weird one-off little sets. Well, because the only Army men that came out was the micro ones. Was it Woody and RC and the newest Toy Story line? They had the little micro Army men. Which I guess is more accurate with the Toy Story line. So they were a little bit smaller. Yeah, I'll be real surprised if we ever see any more of those.
Yeah.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'd be nice. I mean, that's
Well, Buzz is going to space, so but it'll probably still be more space military.
It's one of the few movies I'm actually looking forward to seeing. But how's that building coming, Haley? Your desk is softly organized. Looks like you must have done some sorting. Must have turned off the screen so we couldn't see a sort.
Oh no, I was only sorting the pick-a-brick cups I got today because they're for the project. Like these are for the project. Because I'm redoing here. I'm redoing my rock work, which is probably the stupidest time to do it. But so now I'm going from what's the best? Because all my rock work before was this. They were just straight lines like this.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm trying to do something more like this, where it has like levels, a little bit more, not just straight lines. Except for the cave, I think I left it in the cave. But I'm trying to do a little bit more, a little bit different from what I've been doing.
A little more textured.
Yeah. That's the plan, but if I do this section, I'm gonna have to do the other section too.
Oh, that's upgraded.
I don't know. Maybe I'll have the other section be more canyon, tall canyon sections, or something else.
As someone told me at Brickworld one year, when they said, Reed, the only person who's going to know that you didn't put out all your guys is you. I mean, the only person who'll probably notice that are the adults. The kids won't notice. They'll be just like, wow, that's really sweet. Look at that, Mom. Look how much time they had to do that. It's insane. And then, meanwhile, you're going to yourself, man, I really wish I would have straightened out that other set of rock work. And no one's saying anything about that other than just like, wow, this is so awesome.
I know we as mock builders, we are our own worst
critic.
Yeah.
I don't know. It because last time I built any of this was 2019. So
yeah, I guess that's why I'm hesitating to jump back into my Fisk Tower, which I haven't touched for 2 years, but now I got to make it fit into a suitcase.
That's why you just do what I do. You just take it all apart and just start over.
It might actually get quite a bit of a remodel. I'm not sure though.
Because the only bad part about touching MOCs after they've been sitting here for 2 years, I'm looking at them as I want to fix that. I want to.
Yeah.
So
so many new elements that have been,
I know.
I built that Fisk Tower, and not that the Thor hammer was new, but I think it was new on bulk, right? So I got 500 Thor hammers built in with, stone rock work, and that's like the unique piece. But it's like, to me, it's not even new anymore. It has. I've displayed it twice at the museum. Two winters in a row. But not this winter.
Yeah.
So that's good. I have it home to work on, but and it's Kingpin's tower, and he's becoming more relevant now because of Hawkeye, Daredevil, and Netflix characters are part of the MCU now. So, or they were before, but now they're definitely keeping it that way. So.
See, I'm glad that they're bringing in the actor who played Daredevil from the Netflix show.
Yeah.
That he gets to continue that role. But it's like, man, I really wish they keep the actor who did the Wilson Fisk.
Oh yeah, he's coming back too.
Yeah, so I'm hoping they'll keep the same actor, because I know they
showed a picture of the actor as Kingpin in Hawkeye.
Ooh.
So that actor and they credited him in the credits.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I've only watched the first 3 episodes of Hawkeye. So.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch 4, the very end of 4. And then I won't spoil Spider-Man, but most people are expecting Matt Murdock to show up.
Well, that was kind of already spoiled months ago.
Yeah, I
yeah. I mean, come on, he's flying around New York. How many superheroes are in New York?
Well, plus he is getting his identities revealed. They show him getting interviewed, at the cop shop.
Yep.
And so he needs a lawyer. So they're like, people are definitely speculating.
The only other
that lawyer might be so and so.
Superhero lawyers, man.
Yeah.
Can't be.
Yeah, me and TJ saw the movie. We'll just say it was awesome.
Good.
Yes, it was very awesome.
Yeah, I'll probably go see it during the week, maybe.
It's worth being, definitely, before too much leaks, but
at this point, yeah.
comfortable for whatever you got going on.
No, just maybe.
Ooh. I couldn't miss that. I've seen all the Marvel movies this year in theater and Ghostbusters. So 4 Marvel movies and Ghostbusters.
I did see Ghostbusters and I really liked it.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a they did it right.
Yeah.
Let's just
That's the way to continue a saga correctly, right?
it.
Could
Yeah. No, they just they could have done a completely different style and different theme, but the way it was a good made a little bit more logical sense the way they did it. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'd see that again.
Shoot, I
saw it in a Dolby theater, and the chairs were like shaking when the ghosts are like coming out of the ground and stuff. It's so good.
Yeah, there's one Adobe theater nearby, but it's like don't like going. I don't like driving all the way over there, but
yeah, it's not worth the extra money. I like after seeing Spider-Man. I didn't see Dolby because there weren't too many selections.
Yeah.
So I was like, we'll just see it. At least I get to see it the first day. And,
I know. He's a cool guy.
I don't think there was anything that I needed to hear. Although I guess they remixed a lot of the theme musics from the different Spider-Man.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the soundtrack. It was really good. They've already put the soundtrack out on various platforms.
Yeah, I'll have to listen in again. But
yeah, I've seen 3 movies this year in the theaters. I saw The Suicide Squad. And for clarification, I've been to the same theater every time. It's this Regal Theater, Regal Cinemas, whatever it's called. I saw The Suicide Squad back when it came out with 2 friends, and we were the only ones in that theater.
Yeah,
I saw Venom 2. I saw it alone that time, and I was the only one in the theater. And then I went with a friend today to see Spider-Man, and including me and my friend, there were 12 people in the theater.
That's crazy.
That theater is dying.
I think they're all kind of dying.
But until that theater completely goes away, I'm going to capitalize on it being empty so I can go there and be alone in the theater.
Because there's.
Well, ours did go under, but it's back. It did go under, but it's back up and running. So I guess I probably could take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Regal I keep going to is very close to going under.
Shoot. Yeah, the first movie I saw back in theaters was shoot, what movie was it? I can't remember now.
Oh,
that's bad.
Yeah, The Suicide Squad was the first one I'd seen in theaters since the pandemic.
Yeah, for me it was Black Widow, right? Black Widow, and then Eternals.
Oh no, I went. It's all Dune.
Oh, Dune.
Yeah, saw that one, which I liked. Like that one a lot better than the older one.
Really?
The older one, it was just, it made me think of Star Trek, the first one. It was just so slow. So slow. And they didn't explain anything.
Right.
Outside, it made me, it's like, I know everyone said, everyone I talked to were like, go read the book. The book's better. I was just like, no, but, I would think a movie would still want to give the audience some chance of, you know, hey, I really enjoyed this movie. I should go read the book series.
Right.
Feeling. And then
my personal opinion is I don't want to have to go read a book just to enjoy the movie more.
Or to understand it.
Ready Player One, I actually read Ready Player 2 the other day while I was laid up in bed.
Now I
Those
I did enjoy Ready Player 1 and 2. I always sadly I read the book before then saw the movie, and the movie just
Saw the movie first, but then the book was good. I mean, then Ready Player 2 is interesting. I want to be cast for that one. Cast me somehow. I want to be in 2. I want to be in 2.
Well, they're
change up all the keys.
I think I was talking.
Change up all the keys like they did in the movie.
Shoot, man, because there was, I know at the beginning of the Ready Player 1 book, the first page where he's like, hey, you know, there's been so many movies done about my story, but this is what really happened. So that's how I interpret the movie. Is the movie is someone else's version of what happened compared to the book of what really happened from his point of view. Is that?
Yeah.
Just to keep, you know, it's like, all right, I'm gonna go with that version. Saying, you know, this is because, man, even in the book there were so many Steven Spielberg references everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I liked the other thing too. I liked about the book, which I think would have been funny, is if had they made the first chapter in the movie. I mean, with what we're in right now, I mean, the movie would have saw an epic resurgence of epic proportions, because everybody like, whoa, you're right. This is just like what it is right now. I'm like, wait. I thought this is supposed to be fiction. You're like, you'd be like, yeah, it's supposed to be, but you know.
Yeah, with him on the planet with the school, all the schools, and then everyone doing online and not interacting, and but it, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, all the virtual reality stuff.
I read the end. I guess when I was stuck in bed, I read the end of wherever my bookmark was for the end of 1, and then went right to 2. But 2, I've read that was like the 3rd or 4th time, and it's just like it's. I don't know how they would do 2, because 2 is actually pretty interesting. But in the end, I mean,
if they ever decide to remake Ready Player 1, I could easily see that being a 2-part movie, where, you know, like you kind of get introduced to the characters, and then he goes and maybe finds the first key, and then they cut it off, and then key 2 and 3's in the next movie, or something a little bit more talking about the world and everything else going on. And
I mean, I think 2 2 could definitely be a couple parts probably, but in the end, I think what's wild is the problem with the book versus a movie is the licensing. Oh my god! Can you imagine the licensing you'd have to have for to make the book into the movie on any of them? Because there's so much, you know. So many references to, you know, pop culture that you're just like, I don't think we can afford to do this. Especially probably that's why the video games probably didn't get done from that chapter 1, because
they didn't do what they didn't talk about Joust. That was what the first one, and then I can't remember where the second key was in War Games, right?
War Games, yeah, that would have been so fun to see.
Because you got to read.
They changed that to The Shining. I think that was, I guess, you know, a decent substitute. That was still a movie that they had to kind of play. They didn't really play it out scene by scene.
You know, I enjoyed The Shining, so seeing that, you know, them all running, you know, that, you know, I a little bit enjoyed that, but other than,
I got a roommate that's really into Rush, and he introduced me to that book. So we're all kind of disappointed that we didn't see the Rush reference.
I did like the reference in shoot. I think it was H's little headquarters. They had a picture of Will Wheaton.
Oh yeah.
Because I know the audiobooks, he does all the audiobooks for all the guys' books, but because I know Will Wheaton was like trying to save the Oasis and the president of whatever group that is, so that was funny little reference they had. And then then all the other everything else in H's hangar, because then they have the the Spaceballs, the RV in there, and
I definitely like reading the book because it's versus the audio, which I know people had done, was because you can actually go back and look at some of the stuff between the chapters, which they probably read it to you and you might not have thought about it. Like I know from 2, when Kira talks about life being a video game, I was like, oh, that is classic. I like that. That's pretty good. And I was like, yep, that's probably how it should be. And that's kind of how it feels like sometimes. And I feel like I'm getting my butt kicked a lot of the times too.
and I did enjoy that they had Simon Pegg, the what's his name, the partner in the movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed both thoroughly. You know, you just got to take it as it is. I was definitely disappointed that they didn't do the Rush music because of connection there, but
yeah, just my phone.
But that made it, like you didn't know how they were gonna, just made it new, new challenge. Yeah, and then licensing took away some of that stuff.
At least Steven Spielberg was part of that project.
They did plenty, yeah.
Yeah,
plenty.
The sound of a rock being scraped across the desk.
I just remembered that a couple of years back, there was that sequel to The Shining, whatever it was called. I forget what it was called.
Oh, Dr. something.
Yeah. And I was interested in it, and I had never seen The Shining, so I was like, I'm gonna watch The Shining so I understand what's going on, and then I'm gonna see the sequel. So I watched The Shining, thought it was really good, but then I never saw the sequel.
He didn't watch the sequel.
I just yeah.
Dude, that one, they had some messed up scenes in that one. And the second one,
I never got around to seeing it.
No, it's still good.
Yeah, at some point I probably will. Probably get it from the library.
Only saw it once. I think it was all right.
Yeah, I like that they brought back Danny, because he finds someone else that has the shine, the shining thing, and he's helping them. And
Might have missed this.
Reminds me, I need to get Disney Plus now. I've decided that I get Disney Plus once a year for 1 month out of the year, and I catch up on everything that's happened that year.
There you go.
That's definitely not enough for me.
I mean, I watch any clips I can find on YouTube just to stay caught up with what's going on. Yeah. But it's not the same for me as seeing the full thing.
No, yeah, I mean,
I can watch
there's
the
a lot
clips
of content. I mean, there's so much content, really, honestly, since they started the Marvel shows. I mean, they started with The Mandalorian, and then it was a little slow after that.
I remember I got Disney Plus last year, right before the last episode of The Mandalorian Season 2. So I binge watched all the episodes in, I think, 2 days. Just in time for the last episode. It was great. But now, this year, there's a lot more I need to watch.
Book of Boba Fett will be coming out soon.
Yeah.
I was so hoping they would get off of Tatooine. Dear Lord, it's like that whole series. Even The Mandalorian was on Tatooine. You have the entire universe to be on, and you have to go back to the same planet.
Yeah,
it's been referenced in everything.
Yeah,
please get off that planet.
I think if that's your opinion, maybe the Ahsoka series will probably be different.
I know.
Gotta be. Because they're going to do Obi-Wan, and he's going to be on Tatooine.
Oh, damn it.
Well,
with Ewan McGregor, middle-aged Obi-Wan.
At least for Obi-Wan, it makes sense canonically, just because he has to be on Tatooine to watch Luke.
Yeah, like I understand Boba Fett and Obi-Wan being on Tatooine because that's where their storyline is. But I was so mad with the Mandalorian. I'm like, why are you on this planet? Other than the give the fanboys fan people a chance of they're on Tatooine, but it's like, come on.
He was on it twice.
Even Ray went to Tatooine.
I mean, if it had just been once, I think it would have been better. But he had to go back.
I think that's where it was at. It's like, man, you have this whole galaxy to explore.
Yeah, put it on like Kashyyyk, where there's lots of cool tall trees and stuff like that.
Yeah, I should go to Kashyyyk one of these shows.
That's why I like
probably costs more budget wise. It's easier just to lay down some sand.
It is probably cheaper. That's true.
Probably why they picked. I think that's why they started Star Wars in Episode 4, because the desert was so easy to do.
I mean, they had to build all those Death Star sets, so I'm sure they needed to go somewhere low budget for part of the film.
Yeah,
and the desert's pretty simple to do.
Flex tube.
All right, there's my Tatooine rant.
That's why I like playing the old Star Wars game I played that had the Age of Empires engine, because you had all the different planets you'd end up on. It was like, wow, I'm getting endless amounts of Star Wars knowledge here from playing a game. I said, this is awesome.
Yeah,
I know.
Explore
the universe. Get out there.
I've been playing the Old Republic, and I cannot tell you how annoying Tatooine was. It was terrible to go to because there was nothing but sand.
Yeah,
that was around to the point where the newness of the Old Republic had worn off, and I was starting to just get annoyed by planets. It gets boring after a little while, because initially in that game I was completing every little mission, but then I got to the point where I just want to do the main story and that's it. Because all the other parts were just not engaging me. That's why I've got incomplete missions on half a dozen planets in that game.
Well, we'll get Boba Fett, and then Acolytes also will be, I think, very different.
Yes,
Sith point of view.
Sith lore. I want more Sith lore. Sith lore has always been very interesting.
As long as they're on Tatooine, I'll watch it. Even though I am looking forward to the Boba Fett stuff, because that's
gonna be a tricky one though. Tatooine aside, it's I mean, they're ruining the mystique of Boba Fett, not knowing what happened to him, or really,
Well, I mean, we found out his whole origin and everything back in the Clone Wars in episode 2.
Yeah, at least they're kind of Yeah. Yep.
We'll see. I'm excited to see it. More excited for Marvel stuff, but Star Wars definitely has a spot.
I know Bad Batch is supposed to have a season 2. I wonder if we'll see Boba Fett show up in there. Be interesting if he does.
Look at all the other bounty hunters chasing them down.
Alrighty.
It's awfully smooth there on that front of that tunnel.
I know it's smooth in there. Got it. And there's lights in there too. Don't know if you can. It's kind of hard to see, but there's actually I got lights on the side, running down the side of the tunnel, and then I have lights hanging. So it's gonna be lit up in there too. Then there's gonna be lights in the mine shaft, because I went back and watched the movie yesterday, and I noticed the only light source they had in it was the lanterns. So I'm gonna get the Harry Potter lanterns. I'm gonna get them and put them on the walls, and I have those LED Christmas lights with the string, the stringy ones. So I think I can at least loop it, light up all the lanterns for it.
Ooh.
So at least people will be able to see inside. That's the only bad part about doing detail on the inside. No one's going to see it.
Yeah. Get a light in there.
And just say, poke your head in there. Poke your head in there without touching.
Right. So, Jesse, are they going to have Santa at the museum again, or
Yeah, Sam's coming again one more time tomorrow night. She does a good job. Should be fun. What else? We're doing night trains on Monday and Tuesday because we're actually closed on Christmas Day.
What?
Saturday is Christmas and we're closed.
Closed on Christmas.
We're usually open Saturdays, our best day, but it's Christmas. So I took work off so I could help them out Monday and Tuesday.
Huh?
I keep on sorting. Sorting.
Okay.
In between, man. Let's see if I can knock this thing down. Or what I'll do is I'll switch over to final sorting some of the stuff I'm creating so that those don't get sit around too long.
Yeah. I feel you with sorting.
Yeah, so the bin of needs to be rough sorted never ends. So I could do some basic.
You got a couple inches in there. You got a couple inches done tonight.
Yeah, I mean that's the part I'm digging on that side, but it's not level.
Well, that's okay. You can level it.
Yeah.
I sort until I don't feel like sorting, and then
I'll try to figure out do it on the show because now we're going on 3 hours, so it's like 3 hours of sorting.
I try to help people when I can. Try to help, Jesse.
Yeah, I don't really have any sets that I want to build right now, so that's part of it. Probably come January, there'll be a bunch of new sets.
I figured I'd build all my holiday sets. I got a couple I need to rebuild. I got a couple that need to get dusted. They're sitting over there. Figured never hurts.
I'm actually going to call it a night. Nice hanging out with y'all.
See you, TJ.
Hi, everybody.
Night, TJ. And then there were 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it to the top of your hour here, and that's about it.
That's okay. It's fine. I can go back and play some games. I was playing as the what was I playing? I was playing as the Iroquois today, going up some levels, kicking some butt. Yeah, I do.
I hear you.
I
downloaded the app for the Oregon Trail so I can play the Oregon Trail when I take the train to Oregon.
Nice.
Oh, did they come out with an app for it now?
Yeah, I don't know if it's new or it's pretty good. There's a lot of different shorter little legs of the journey, and
yeah, because they hadn't come out with a handheld or the app for one.
Yeah.
I've seen the classic one like in game form and everywhere else, and nothing in like the app.
Yeah, no, there's a new. Yeah, I mean, I think it's new because I just got a new phone, so I'm like, well, let's get a new game. I got a new phone, and I'm going to Oregon, so it'll be ironic to play the game and on my
hopefully
way.
You won't die of dysteria.
Yeah.
If he does that on the way there, we're gonna have problems. You're like, dang it! I need to look for a new co-host already. Dang it!
Yeah, if I die on the Oregon Trail.
Oh, okay, it's that. Yeah, I guess it's only in the arcade.
Yeah, it's in the arcade store because I got the phone, so they gave me all that stuff. So I was like, well, check out this.
This is interesting.
It's worth it. I don't know. It's, I mean, if you need a game kind of thing. It's been a while since I played anything on the phone. I was hooked to a couple of games a while back. And
I was gonna say, I remember playing it in the old days. The really, really cool version, but
yeah,
in the end, that's like, it's. I bought that little handheld version. I'm like, it's okay. It's not as good as what I remember when I played as a kid, but
yeah,
because I think, I tried to get the handheld one, but they I can't find that one down here. And then they had the card game. I think I picked up that.
Yeah.
okay.
I remember when I played it, it was back. This will tell you how old I am.
Uh-oh.
I played it on the university dial-up computer with the phone back in the day, and that so you'd play, and it printed out. Oh, you've hit a rock, replace your wheel, and it's like, oh, look at and I'm just like,
So is the premise from way back there pretty much, you have inventory that's in your cart and making decisions on how much to stock up on and repair your cart?
Yeah, basically you're traveling from Missouri to Oregon, and you're trying to stay alive, but you want to make sure your supplies for hunting so you can hunt wild game and get food that way and stuff like that. Oh yeah, it's an interesting game.
Pretty much it. Yeah,
crossing a river, how much supplies do you lose? Oh my gosh, little Johnny dies on the ford across the river. Now you got one less mouth to feed, and and everything else. You're just like, oh my gosh, But you're supposed to try and get there with as many people alive as you can and stuff.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Except for now with the arcade mode, you have to actually point and shoot at the fox and the deer to bag them and skin the pelts.
It's almost as much fun as playing the old game Swarm, where I got to try to fight killer bees, and there I was like nuking cities. Well, let's see, if I nuke Minneapolis, I'll lose 3 million lives, but there's a chance I might take out the swarm that's currently up there. Let's try it. Oh man, you missed the swarm, but you did kill 20 million people. You're like, oh man, that was a wild game.
Yeah.
There were some old games back in the day that was like, I don't know if they'd want to do that one this day and age.
I don't know. They have some weird games out there these days. So.
They do. I guess with all the first-person shooters, with all the first-person shooters, I don't think nuking a few million people is going to be anything new.
I don't think that's any worse than some of the first-person shooters. So.
Played some of those. Used to play those. Those were fun. I like to snipe. I like to be the sniper. And we played like this, where we have multiple computers, and so my friend would always lean over and go, no, he's behind the hill. You guys just keep hitting the front of the hill. No, I'm hitting him. I swear to God, I'm hitting him. No, you're not. You're hitting the hill right in front of him. He's sitting back there. I was like, because I couldn't run and shoot very well, so I'm like, I'm gonna sit back here and just snipe from 1,000 meters away and just watch everybody get mad. Come on, get down here and fight like the rest of us. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah, somewhere in there's a balance of that.
Can't find
my share of Call of Duty.
Missing a part unless I built something incorrectly.
Yeah, Is
that possible? Can Reed make mistakes? Reed can't make mistakes. Reed doesn't make mistakes.
What's it called? Assassin's Creed. Well, the Viking one, Valhalla. Been playing that.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. It's like I haven't played those games in a very long time, so
yeah,
the newest one, it's like
Nothing from my PlayStation 4 for a long time.
I don't really. Well, so what's funny is, I mean, actually, I was Googling one of the old games I used to play on my on the old PC, like probably Windows 95, 98. And there's a first-person shooter out there, but it's definitely not the Overlord that I remember back in the day when I played. This is a space strategy game that I played back in the day. Just funny because now I'm gonna have to pull out some of my old machines and pull out all my discs. A 3.5-inch floppy drive. This was like colonizing a planet and stuff. It's pretty cool. Sitting in It's like, I miss some of the games. I miss some of the old games.
Yeah,
that's why it sucks being out here, being stuck in the house for a week. Because some of the really good games I have are out on the other machine that run my old games. I can't find a piece, so I'm gonna use a different colored piece. No one's gonna know, but me.
Well, no.
No, they won't. They won't know. Nobody's that good. Come on.
I think that happened to me on that set, and I ended up finding it later. I can't remember what I did.
It's just a 1x1 plate, so I'm like, I don't see it.
Yeah, you probably did a color.
Yeah,
wrong.
I just grabbed a dark gray out of my
dark gray versus
out of my bag of parts.
Yeah.
No big deal. It's a set. It's just a set, man. Hope nobody minds the music, but it was getting kind of quiet time and time again. So
You're good.
I don't know what number we're up to, but I've got 115 songs for this artist, this free copyright stuff. We're cooking. This is a cooking song. Cooking is number. How many songs have I played tonight? Ooh, cooking is number 56. That's good. It goes all the way up to 125. So there's only a couple Christmas ones in there too, so kind of disappointing. Yeah, this is between Kevin and this guy. This is where my money for Patreon goes. So I think this guy gets 15 and Kevin gets 10. So I think I'm on this guy's silver package, I think. So haven't done any of the other videos. I probably would have used more of it for. What is that green tile for? Was there more steps? Oh, there it is. There's a stocking. Okay. I was like, there's too many pieces to have left.
I think that's the last thing, huh? That stocking.
The stocking, yeah. Yeah, I definitely look forward to building Santa's visit, but I want to get a hold of it first, I guess.
Oh, you don't have it.
Yeah,
that's the next one I need to build if I choose to build it this year before Christmas.
Santa's breaking and entering.
Yeah. So bricks for Chris.
Oh, that's where that. Oh, and then I dropped the North Pole sign. Oh, that just clips in there. Oh, okay. It's kind of lame, but okay. Yeah, that's kind of something that this should be part of a folding set, like the cottage or something.
Yeah, that should be a backside to a lot.
Yeah, because the stove just the fireplace just.
Oh yeah, it swivels out, but there's nothing like it's just like two different positions.
So Elf Clubhouse, pretty cool. It's definitely not bad, but like, yeah, this is kind of weird. It just kind of, it's swiveled to here, which I guess is the look, but then really it needs to be like here to work with the rest of it. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing. So, and then 5. Did I have a chair fall out of there, or did I get a whole extra chair? Must I got a whole extra chair. I guess, maybe. Or did I miss a step again?
Chair for a computer, maybe?
Oh, you know what?
That just sits off to the side, too.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, you're right. Up here, I guess. Up near the nightstand, I guess, maybe. Well, maybe. Shows it's sitting there. Is it offset? Offset a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, that looks.
I'm gonna get through some of this, but I'm gonna want to source some of these nice pieces I'm finding.
What do you mean? Oh, source to see where they came from?
Modified. Well, I want to get the modifieds into my supply before I even get close to the bottom of this thing.
Well, I mean, what's so funny is I've done that enough times with some of the different bins I moved from Colorado, and I got to the bottom, and then all I have is like all little stuff, like one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whoa, look at all this stuff, you know.
Well, I'm finding. Well, that's the thing. I'm finding a lot of little stuff right now, and it's stuff that I know I don't have many of.
Yeah.
So let's see.
We're
at 3:01. I don't know if you want to keep going, but I think I'm done.
We'll see. I'll probably end it here in a minute or so. Here, I'm just gonna see, because I was gonna see if I could find the parts I took. I took some pictures of some of the stuff I found out in that stuff I was sorting. Oh, like these guys, like these fence pieces. I was like, these guys. I mean, these are in like a few sets, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I think they must come in grab bags, and you can see all the gears behind there in one of the bins. But it was just like there was just that, and then there were a bunch of these, so there must have been a bunch of the. I think there was either a Star Wars set or something that had those in there, because I had a bunch of those, so it must have been something that got damaged out. And, of course, these fences, I got boatloads of those because those were on the Pickwick wall. These are good for the rail cars and stuff. So, I mean, I got boatloads of those guys. Those used to be on the trees back in the day at the old store. And like you said earlier, like the saw blades. This is from, like, the old Indiana Jones set. And I know I didn't have any of those. That was from the old cutter, the jungle cutter.
The jungle. Yeah, the jungle one.
You know, I did some big base plates, and those I know I never found at Pick-a-Brick. So it was like 6x20s or something. So yeah, there's some interesting parts in that stuff I'm sorting.
What about that piece?
Yeah, that's from a rail car. If you can believe it, that's from that's from like one of the tanker cars from one of the earlier cargo trains. You wouldn't believe it, but it is.
That's in here. I don't know where that came from.
Like I said, if you've been collecting Lego for a while and you traveled the country and stuff when you worked for Brickmania, it's possible you stumbled upon grab bags at some point during your travel. Those, I guarantee you probably wouldn't have been a person who would have passed on something like that. You know, if you were buying Lego for what kind of stuff, or maybe even buying for. You were searching for him, you know. You never know. So, I'm trying to what that piece is, though. What do they call that? They call that a. God, I'm trying to think what that would be called. I don't think it's plate modified. An awfully big modified plate.
It's not a. Shoot.
2 plates thick.
Well, it count as a support piece, right?
It could be. I was going to look at the modified plates real quick just to see. No, it's not in there.
So that you can kind of overlap it for a hitch or something. It's where that came from.
Yeah, because next step would be finding the set it came from and go backward.
Actually, I'm gonna go to the next best place. I'm gonna go to that place TRAIN and see if it's actually listed in there. Since
Yeah, I
it
don't
is
know
part
where.
of a training part.
I know. Shoot, there's power miners. I think there was one in that series.
Oh,
It's the first one I can think of.
Not in there.
I have a couple of them around here.
Yeah, I am finding some of those fence pieces, and the ones good for rail cars in here.
Here, I think I'll go the other way.
This is probably the bin that just keeps getting refreshed, never finished. Oh, at the bottom, yeah, there's some big.
Oh, then you'll get to the bottom. You're like, oh, that's where all that good stuff was, man. That's what
The stuff that you just bought off of Bricklink is over there.
That's why I'm going through it now. I just feel like I need to replenish a few simple plates and stuff. I do the plate bin next. After I clear these bins that I created.
That looked like
But I
that.
got kind of a 4-day weekend, so I feel like I could tackle some sorting.
Not that one. Man, I thought it was
And then the holiday
pretty
week,
sure that's where I saw it, but I'm
I'll
not
be off. Not much to do between the holidays.
Huh. Wow, I'll be doggone, man.
Are you gonna pick up anything for January 1st?
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I think I put a couple of those lunar sets in the new lunar theme in my wish list, and I can't even think of what else looked cool.
Yeah, the lunar sets definitely look pretty awesome.
Some of the other stuff, the city sets and whatnot, I just
Yeah, here
probably
it is.
wait.
But it's let me do like what these guys say every other night. You should be scaring your screen. I'm like, yeah. So here we go. Bricklink reference. This is it, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's part of, and you can see there's train tracks. It's part of a
Train
train.
parts.
Part of.
Oh, is that a part of a certain
Part
set?
of this one.
I'll be up in that yellow.
It's underneath this guy here. It's underneath the tanker.
Oh.
There's two of them because they're connecting into each other.
End to end, yeah. Remember that. I never got the set, but I remember looking at that and going, oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Oh, it's
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I mean, it's either if you have that part, either you were part of a grab bag where a store damaged out that set, maybe it had even been on display, who knows, and got damaged out, or you have something where you have that set. But
Yeah.
I mean, in that instance, I guess I didn't look to see what else it was in. But,
Well, I'm not reconstructing. I used to try that with certain finds where you know most of the set is there.
only in 20 sets, and is that a light bluish gray, right?
Dark
Bluish gray.
Dark gray, yeah.
Cargo train, Coast Guard truck with speedboat.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if there's another weird piece in here.
And then Misfortune's Keep.
kind of all over the
Chicago.
place.
That's a good set.
think this is
Mutation
definitely-
Chamber Unleashed. If you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, yeah, see, there's a couple in that set. I think I even had that set, and I think I gave it away. And I was like, oh, I had those.
I don't
cool
think I have
colors in it.
those neon.
Space
green.
Truck Getaway from Space Police. This guy, that was an awesome truck. I wish I would have had that.
Oh, I like
Whoa.
I like the windshields.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that cargo container or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Spider-Man's Doc Ock's Ambush.
Oh, that might be what it is.
Oh,
from.
it's up there.
Right there.
Oh,
on
I
top
bet
of-
you that's what this is from.
I think I had one or two of that set at one point. Sold it. SUV with watercraft. Oh, you know what? I do have a bunch of these. And there is some. My Secret Santa actually got this set. Who's opening it here in a week? So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe that's why I bought that set, because of that part. Just because of that part. That's why I bought a lot of that set. Underground Mining Station. Ooh, from Power Miners.
Ooh, look at that big lime wheel in the back.
Oh, look at that.
Somebody used something like that or bigger than that on like one of the first boats I saw at Brickworld, Chicago. I mean, and he put that boat in the water, and you could see the kids getting close to the edge of the pool right behind him, and I'm going, oh, this is gonna be gnarly. And he just floored that sucker, and they got soaked, because I mean it didn't move, but those wheels spun and just kicked up water galore. I was like, glad I wasn't standing there, because that's kind of what I thought was going to happen too. But yeah, that was pretty wild. Yeah, I've seen some people do some interesting thing. That's the one thing I like about Brickworld is the boats. I need to get one built. Actually, that's what's funny is actually that once there was a set on Lego.com that was on sale that I think people were talking about that actually gave me an idea for able to do a certain thing. And then, of course, now it's out of stock. It was on sale too. Unless that was on sale through Amazon. I think it was on sale through Lego, though. I have to watch and see if it shows up at Target after Christmas or something. I got so many notifications here. Let me know when this is in stock. Let me know when this is in stock. Let me know when this is in stock. Actually, I'm going to add that to my parts list. I'm going to go look and see if it's got some of those parts I need. Maybe I'll look and see. Cheaper than going and buying that whole set, probably. Yeah, we'll probably end that here. We'll probably end it here in a minute and a half. We'll end the stream at 3 hours and 15 minutes, unless you guys want to stay live. But it sounds like you want it to end. So we'll
I'm running out of steam here, but it's hard to stop.
Well, the nice thing is if you're not streaming, then you can crank your own type of music, which I always realize sometimes is a little bit more fun than just listening to us stream. That's the problem.
Probably have a movie on in the background. It's probably what I'd do. Let's rewatch some Spider-Man.
There you go. Oh, it does have all the panels I need. But look at the instructions for this one. I can see if I can use that the way I want to use it, though. And still make headway in the pool. Gotta still make waves and get through the water. How tall's I gotta go, Haley?
Yeah.
So like 2 more burp levels.
Yeah, about 2. Yeah, because because top of the mountain's like a little bit. Yeah, like a brick off of this. So about this tall.
So about 2 burps from where you're at, basically.
So.
About 12 bricks, something like that. 1, 2.
I'm trying to do that gradual sloping up
Here, let me hand you this. You can just kind of tell. You can just use the ladder. You can just use the ruler and just say,
Yeah,
hey,
I'm not over here.
how high do I gotta go here? How high?
I might have to hunt down one of those.
They should probably just re-release some of the stuff like that. That was kind of cool. I mean, this probably be. This was from 2009. It's been good 12 years. This would be a good thing that they could probably re-release.
Shoot, that's something I would like buy today. Right?
I think it'd probably sell a lot better than it probably did back then.
Oh yeah.
I paid 98 cents for mine, or less if I got it with a discount. Yeah, and there's only like 4 or 5 on Bricklink, and they're all 70 plus.
Yep.
Expensive. Oh, we went past the 3:15 mark. Well, guys, thanks everybody for stopping in. We're going to end the live portion of the stream. Thanks everybody for joining in for another week. Next week will be Christmas Eve. I might do I'll probably stream, but it'll probably be a short one, I'm guessing. So I probably won't have to do much, but in the end, I probably should go to bed at a decent time. So everybody have a great week, and we'll see everybody next week.
Bye everybody.